Actually, I think we all agreed.
Robust. Yeah,
we agreed. There was much agreement to be had.
Yeah, we were having an agreement about the state of the UK, but we're going to be leaving that for the rest of this stream. I'm just going to quickly announce that we're live.
I'm good with everything that's going on down there. It makes buying models that are predominantly made in the UK much easier.
Something Games Workshop.
Something, yeah.
Not just Games Workshop. It's actually surprising how much of the tabletop gaming market is made, like the models are made in the UK. Perry Brothers Miniatures, Games Workshop, Fireforge Games. I'd have to look at a couple of different companies, but a large number of companies are in the UK. Spartan Games were in the UK.
It's the legacy of Citadel back when it was a separate company, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's where he started. There's a lot of inbuilt infrastructure there to make it happen. So I would say good like 40%, disproportionate to, based on the population. Like 40% of the actual marketplace for plastic miniatures is like UK in some way, or at least they trade in UK currency.
To be fair, the UK has a very big tradition on like miniatures and models and train sets and stuff. Like, it's
so
just
I'm good. Really? All the prices are going down. Yeah, all the prices are going down right now. It's great. I can pick up shit.
Oh,
like
okay.
Almost exact.
Oh, we're still going back to the politics again. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that's where he's going with that. He's going back to the fact that our economy is failing.
He's looking at him smiling.
Keep going
Look at
down.
him smiling. He's smiling.
Papa needs a new set of dice.
It's like a game of The Price is Right. You know, or what was the other one where he's Bruce Forsyth going higher, lower? You know the one with the cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
The giant playing cards. Is it higher or is it lower?
Okay. Everyone watching on my stream, what was that game show called? Now, you're all under the age of 30, so you're not going to remember.
Probably in the UK, you're probably not going to remember it, but I remember it distinctly.
Oh, that's true. But then again, there might be one of those people that parent made them watch it, like the reruns of it.
It might be one of me, but a UK version.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have a UK road.
On UK Gold.
UK Gold. Bruce Forsyth playing cards. People have to go higher or
lower.
So, everybody, welcome, one and all, to this first ever one-shot being hosted by me. So this could go terribly wrong. This is our winter one-shot. And let me set the scene for you tonight, guys. We start off as two large iron doors swing open into the great hall of the main city. And in walk the three brothers. These brothers are penguins, for everyone that didn't already know this. The brothers, Zip, Tux, and Finn, walk up to the large golden throne.
Can we waddle up first?
Oh, yeah, true. Like, they waddle up to the large golden throne. To meet with Mother Snow. Now, for those who do not know, Mother Snow is the queen of this land, the land of Everfrost. And she has called the brothers for a new mission, for they are a part of an agency that protects the good in Everfrost. Next to Mother Snow is a large behemoth of a bear man, the race of the Ursine. He's shrouded in a cloak. The three brothers walk up, and Mother Snow bows ever so slightly. And somebody play your cards right. Oh, it's play your cards right. Sorry.
Play your cards right. That's the
show. Mother Snow bows softly and addresses the three. Thank you so much for joining us, fellas. We have something to attend to. She presses a small button and gears begin to wind and turn, and a large screen comes down from behind the throne. If you look behind us here, you will see a route map to the last known location of the lost chimney, as reported by Mr. Thoron here, or Thoran here. I'll let him decide how he wants to say it, as he'll be using the name most of the night. As you can see, we have a subtle location for the lost chimney. You may be asking why I am telling you about this. Well, I have some grave news. Samuel TikTok, our chief inventor, has been kidnapped. We think that he has been taken to the lost chimney by the Ice Queen, my dear, dear sister. We need you three to go and retrieve him. Our production is sorely down without him, and I fear we will not be finished in time.
All right, we'll call it a draw.
So, this seems like some weird combination of Judi Dench's and Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's exactly what this character is, and you'll see
we
that...
have to go rescue Q.
And you have to go rescue Q. Yes. That's essentially the mission, yes.
I was gonna say, you got very close to the cliche. As you all know, we are here for... Screenwriting tip to anybody in the audience here. No human person has ever said, as you all know, because if you already know, you don't have to explain it.
Your mission, if you choose to accept
Wrong franchise.
Yeah, so you see Mother Snow, despite her age and her sounding, she doesn't have grey hair. She has like a shining blue hair, and she's quite slender and tall. You can see that there's signs of aging in her, but there's also a large level of like almost eternal youthfulness with her. And behind you on this map the map isn't exactly accurate, because it has a location of where it was last seen, but the path on how to get there is less so. The problem with the path is it goes through a certain area that hasn't been charted before, and only by the skills of certain members of the party will you be able to get there. And she goes on to continue. If you have any questions, please do let me know. But also we will be allowing you can go down to the quartermaster Benjamin. He will get you any supplies you think you require, beyond your personal equipment that you already have. Any questions, gentlemen, or shall I let you get on?
Do I look like a human? I'm a penguin. Less than the gentleman stuff.
I said, gentlemen, you're naturally in a suit. I was just being polite.
That's a little racist.
No, that's penguinist, that is.
Yeah.
Speciesist.
Oh.
Speciesist.
Yeah, that's got too many S's in it. It's got no chance of me saying that. I'm a penguin. I don't have lips.
Speciesist.
He's saying parcel tongue, kill him.
Well, be expedient in your mission, and I would advise you get to know Mr. Thoron here. And she then points and makes even more obvious. So the very large half bear man that stood next to her. It towers above her by a good 3 foot, 4 foot. So naturally is about 6 foot taller than most of the brothers, I believe, except for Zip. Zip, he's only about 4 foot taller than you.
Still think I could take him.
Take him.
Yeah.
I could take him. I'm small, but I'm wiry.
You're small and wiry. Yes, I like it. And with that, she sits back down on her throne and presses a button, and the map towards where your destination is rises back into the ceiling. You can hear it click as it goes up.
Is that an animated map, or is it like a TV?
I was gonna travel by map. Yeah. I was gonna do a Muppets.
It's got grid squares marked out.
It's grid squares and everything. It's a proper. It's like a. Think of it like a almost like. It's a screen that holographics out, and then it's like a Marauders map.
Okay, now you're just speaking
words.
words.
Give the image of the map they're using for the Death Star planning during on Yavin 4.
Yeah, not in full color either. It's kind of it has like a
red
wiry...
and blue squadron are gonna need you to die. So the rest of us, get in there.
It's red and gold, isn't it? In the first.
I don't know. It's
I
been
watched
ages.
the other weekend. It's been
ages.
It was supposed to be blue squadron.
I'm surprised I got one color.
You got one on your 6, Porkins. Right.
Anyway.
So
poor Porkins.
She sits down, and Thoran, the large bear, walks over to the penguins.
You ready to go? You want to go? Let's just go get our stuff. Fucking.
I already love it. So you head down towards. So you leave the main chamber, and you go towards the quartermaster's area, which the 3 penguins are very familiar with. The bear not so much, as he's not a member of the agency.
Wait a second. This question: are we are penguins the predominant race in the agency, or is it a fairly good mix? Because how low is he ducking through these hallways?
I always have to duck.
He's like 26 feet tall. He always has to duck.
Everything is kind of like extremely large because above where you are, so you're heading down this hallway, but this hallway is like a huge warehouse in size. There's forklift, like gnomish forklifts going past, and there's like flying. There's like railing above, like a. Have you ever seen Monsters Inc? You've got the things that the doors come in on.
Nope.
Like the.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like almost like a monorail thing going along up the top, but there's like crates and stuff like hanging below it and being sent down, and there's a lot of mechanical piping and stuff. There's been messages being sent. It's a hive of activity. The penguins would know. The bear maybe not so much. We're getting very close to a period in time that the city is working towards, and they have to try and meet their quota every year, and it's to produce a large number
sacrifices for the claws.
Oh
no, it's
God, I wish I came up with that one.
The predominant export actually of the city is munitions.
Munitions.
My
kind of town.
So basically, this is Sweden.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. It's munitions, but also at this time of year, they tend to up their production in toys as well. It's a side business, with the leftovers and such.
God, I hope those
shipments. No, it's to clear customs. We all know the truth.
Kid just opens up
the guns inside the toys.
Opens up an M16.
Okay, be a great Christmas.
You never know. They could be supplying the orphanage war.
Oh God.
We play both sides. We remain neutral in that.
Anyway, so you head over to the quartermaster's area, and you're greeted by a grizzled-looking deer man. I think is the easiest way to explain
deer
it.
Deer person.
So it's the upper half of him is a deer, and he has a
the lower half is a man. Is that what you said?
Essentially.
How do you know that? Have you checked?
I created the world. That's how I know. It's an anthropomorphic deer man, and this deer man, he's got a large pipe in one hoof, and and you can see that there's a mug of ale on the desk, and he's writing on some papers, and he's furrowed brows and such. And he looks up and he stamps out his pipe, brushes his hands. He says,
You wanted to do this.
Yeah, I did.
Much
he
regret.
goes, it's you guys. I thought I'd be seeing you down here.
He's Italian.
What can I do for you?
I'm sorry, I've just got this feeling of
Do we know his name?
Yeah. The Mother Snow said his name was Benjamin, and the penguins have met him before.
Hey, Ben. You got any potions of healing?
Potions of healing. He looks down on his manifests, and I can. How many do you need? How many do you think you need?
I'd like 2 for myself.
Is that all? Does anybody else want some potions of healing?
Yeah, I'll grab a few.
Okay, so we got
Yeah, go.
Okay, we got 8 potions of healing. I'll get you 8 potions of healing. And he pulls a lever that is next to him, and you see almost like a pole like shoot down and stab into the table, and it connects to this big like the monorail that I spoke before, and you just hear a and like a canister appears down on the pole, and he unlocks it, and he hands you each 2 large potions of healing. Can I get you anything else, or is that gonna be it?
You got like a belt pouch and an empty potion bottle I could have?
A belt pouch and an empty potions bottle. Let me. I got this. You got
or
this.
Just any glass.
I can get you the empty bottles, but I'm not sure about the case. I got this fanny pack you can have. And he just picks that out from under the desk.
How about a coin purse? Like a piece of
em-
leather that can close. It doesn't matter if it's a belt pouch. Just anything that can close, like leather, like it can be quickly open.
We got the bags that we give out the kid size the ammo pouches. Yeah, that we got one of those.
Perfect.
Okay, here's your Kinder Surprise. Hey.
And Miles provided with a bag with a glass.
He gives you 2 empty vials and a bag of.
Zip puts both vials inside of the pouch and puts
You're
it
gonna
on the
make
ground,
pocket
and
glass.
Stomps the pouch a good like 10 to 15 times until it's pretty much dustified glass, and just puts that on his belt.
Okay,
I have
glass.
4 questions. One is out of character. Are these greater healing potions, or like what's the
the one above normal?
That doesn't help. What page are we on?
So there's lesser, normal, and then is it greater the next one? I couldn't remember if greater's 2 above or not.
Greater would be the next highest one.
Yeah, okay, they're greater ones, yes.
Okay, which page are we on? I can't find the right page, that's all.
Oh, what, for healing potions?
Yeah.
Healing potions are magic items, so they would actually be in the DMG.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't know.
So that would be your responsibility, Mitch.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's not on the DM screen, Chris.
Alright.
Crimson, because he was looking at the DM screen.
Yeah, I'll get that for you. I
printed that off and taped it onto my DM screen so I could have those there just in case.
That's a weird one to not be on the DM screen, to be fair.
Yeah, and 30% or like half of the actual screen space is taken up by just like those illustrations and the description of the status effects in the center for no reason. It's not great.
Second can I roll a perception check to see if I smell any honey?
Yes, of course you can.
Wait, polar bears I thought would have been more like salmon or something, you know.
I never said it was a polar bear.
The picture does.
I don't smell shit.
No, there's too much machinery and there's too many people and other penguins around and
Oddly, you smell a lot of garlic on the deer for some reason.
and you do smell like a large amount of almost like oil, thick oily substance, but
It's called olive oil, mate. It's called olive oil.
And then can I get a climber's kit? And do you have one of those like poles that kind of collapses? It's like 10 feet, but collapses into like 5.
That's I don't know what you mean about the pole, but I can get you this climber's kit. And he presses another couple of buttons. You hear another, and it comes down the floor. He unlocks it and he gives you a thing. He then presses a button, and those 2 canisters go back up, go the other way off.
Yeah, I'll take a climber's kit as well.
All right, thanks.
Greater healing is when you use it, it is 1d4 plus 4 health regained. So just make a note of those.
Where's that at on the in the DMG? So
I ended up googling it. In the DMG, that is under other rewards, I think.
Potion of heal. Okay, potion of healing listed on page 188 of the DMG. And I have that right now, so for future reference, I've got that bookmarked just in case we need it. It's right at the top of the page, and it lists all of the different healing potions and their variety and their stats. So, little chart.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast. That might be a
1d4
great thing to include on a redesigned DM screen. Be great.
Can I get you anything else?
Yeah.
Ben, can I get
Just step on my toes, dude. Just step on my toes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Some kind of brother you are.
Go ahead.
I'm going over here. I'm going over here now. I'm not.
I'll take a climber's
You were
kit.
always Mum's favourite.
Yeah, I'll take a climber's kit as well.
That's fun.
Give me
That's
that.
fundamentally untrue. We know Finn was the favorite.
Oh, no, arguably, on a DM's perspective, I think Tux is the favorite.
Yeah. In your face, Tux.
He was also born first out of the 3. You're triplets, but he was born first.
Holding that 2-minute head start on it.
Wait, I have one other two out of character questions.
Yes.
Do bears have dark vision?
Do you have the trait?
If I haven't put it on your sheet, then no, you do not.
Okay. Then can I get a couple of torches and a tinder box, Ben?
That is already included in your survivalist kit.
Oh, right. Okay.
A tinderbox is included in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
the survivalist kit that's in there. Forgot to already mention this. That is a tinderbox. Your food, like eating cans, an extra fire lighter, 2 torches, and 10 days worth of rations.
Right.
Can I get 2 more torches then, Ben?
2 torches. I got that in a barrel over here. And...
Right. Can I get Ben? Can I get? Let's see here. Yeah. Can I get? Let's see. 5 oil flasks.
5 oil flasks. What are you guys doing? Having a bonfire?
Sure.
Okay. He goes over to the back and he dusts off a large crate, and it's marked a high explosive, and he just pushes that off of another crate with no cares. And he opens another crate, and inside that he pulls out some oil flasks, and then double takes, really thinks about the crate that he just pushed off, shakes his head, and comes over to you.
How much are those? Those are going to be £1 a base or something like that.
Yeah,
or
I
£0.5
think I think they're technically what's it called? Negligible weight. Like you don't have to mark it down.
I'll put a £0.5 down. Like they're each about 1/10 of a pound. Okay.
Can I get me some crossbow bolts?
Hold on, Chris. I'm finding that one for you. Yeah. How many do you want?
50.
50 crossbow bolts. That shoots down. He gives you those.
Roach, an oil flask is £1.
Oh,
Those
okay.
pounds. That'd be £1 a piece. Fine. That's fine. I'm the barbarian.
Thor is.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
I'm a barbarian too.
Sorry,
I'm
what?
the Storm Herald. I'm the Storm Herald barbarian. He's just said Thor was.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Thor, as in God, Thor.
He asked what his god is.
Oh, I didn't.
The Ursine believe in the Norse gods, and I needed to double check that that was the case.
I kind of figured with my weapon, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't mind, guys, I've got to start getting on with. We got some more orders to fill. Are you guys gonna be okay?
No, because I still haven't ordered what I want.
Oh, what you want? Hurry, come on.
Hey, my big brother apparently doesn't want to listen to what I say. He keeps on shouting all over me, you know.
Well, I'm not your big brother, so get on with it.
Oh, Thor is
Oi,
here.
I'm
This
still
is gonna
not,
be a long trip.
still not forgiving you for that busted PPK you gave me last year.
What are you gonna do? It broke in transit.
Okay, I want 30 flame charges, a climber's kit, 1 torch, 2 days worth of rations.
I can do everything for that except for the flame charges. Unfortunately, the Samuel hasn't made any more, and since his disappearance, I haven't got any more in stock. You'll have to stick with what you got.
Fine.
Loki's beard. This is gonna be a long trip.
And he gets you the items that you requested.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, if that's all you got, if you go down to the corridor on the right, and then to the left, you know, subsection B12, there is one of the elevators is ready to take you up.
Thanks.
I'm guessing as a party you head off then?
Oh wait, Ben, do you have any pain meds? I have this pounding headache already.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse, buddy. It's only gonna get worse.
Unfortunately, you'd have to check at the pharmacy.
That's
Drink some
okay. Never
water?
mind. Yeah. Let's go.
He goes out back of his like office towards his office, and so you guys progress down the large corridors, take a right and then a left, and you're confronted by a large like cargo elevator. There's other people are loading some stuff on it. Think of it as like one of the elevators on like an aircraft carrier, and there you guys step on. And the local foreman's a small gnome guy. He looks over and he gives another guy a nod, and a guy that's on an upper balcony then whistles, and there's a guy at the top who pulls a large lever, and you just hear "Fudum," and it begins to rise with a ticking, and as you leave, the icy walls and the mechanical things slowly dissipate into darkness until it reaches light again, and it's light, and then as you come out, you see the Evernight sky of Everfrost. A large green aurora lights up the sky. You would think without it that it would be kind of dark, but at the same time, it's not, because it's just so gloriously bright, and there's mixes of greens and purples, and it all seems to almost have an epicenter at the top of the main building of the town. If you look behind you, the city sort of almost has luminescence to it. It's almost like the ice of the city is absorbing the aurora and its colors, and for anyone's first sight, it would be beautiful.
I've seen better.
But some of you may have seen better.
All right. Before we set off, what are your name?
Tux.
Do the other two of you have names, or you just?
Oh, he's Finn. And that's Zip.
It's Tux.
Yeah, I'm Tux.
I'm Zip. He's Finn.
This is going well.
Oh, we're for the pharmacy. Bear dude wanted some pills.
And,
Odin, give me strength.
What's your name? What's your name? Because there seemed to be a little bit of confusion as to the pronunciation of your name.
Thoran.
Is it Thoran or Thoran or Thoron? Like what?
Thoran.
Thoron, got it.
Thoran.
Sure.
Okay.
You know, you can get cream for that.
Odin, give me strength. Alright, let's go.
So, you set off, and obviously the large bear begins to lead the way. And before then you were stopped by one of the guards, the guard on duty, and he says, I've been waiting for you guys. This Mother Snow's already set it up. If you go over to the Hangar B, we'll get you your sleigh.
Thank you. Do you have any mead?
Mead? I'm not allowed to drink on duty, sir. And he hurries off back to his paperwork. And you guys, you see to the left, there's a large snow-covered hangar, and inside it is a large sleigh.
Is it red?
Sleigh. No, it is it's like an astonishing, like a dark, what's the color? British Motor Racing green color. Almost the color of my jumper, if you want a visual example of that.
Green with white spots?
And it's not got the white spots. You would think it might have white spots on it if the snow begins to land on it.
Of course, yes.
And this sleigh has in front of it what looks like a large silver orb levitating, almost as if that's the thing that's going to be pulling you along. Now, obviously, Thorin, you know where you're going, so you'll be guiding. But which one of you is going to be taking the reins of said sleigh?
Do any of you guys know how to fly one of these things? I mostly walk every.
Yeah, I got it.
How about a game of Flipper Wing Big?
No, because you always cheat.
Zip walks up to the sleigh, kicks the tires a bit, as it were.
The tires that were on the back for some reason fall off. It's a sleigh, it doesn't have tires.
It was a metaphor. It was a saying.
Kicks the skis.
Then goes, they're made out of wood, damn it!
I could try. Never was very good at the Model Ds. They didn't really. I've the older ones I know how to use, but these ones not necessarily.
Translation, big guy. He can't drive anything with auto drive on it.
At this point, Tux has already jumped in, taken the reins, and said, "Shut up, loser! Get in! We're invading the Snow Queen's palace."
Thor, I may be joining you soon.
Who's Thor? Are you your brother?
No, it doesn't matter. Let's just go. I'm going to get it.
Girlfriend? Sister?
Okay, so I'm going to need the pilot of the sleigh. I'm going to need you to... I'm going to need a survival check from... Sorry, I'm going to need a survival check from the bear. And then whoever's piloting the sleigh, I'm going to need a number of dexterity checks. And if you have the ability, the proficiency in sleigh riding or driving sleighs, you get to use that roll. Roll that with dexterity.
I do indeed.
So first, I need 16. Okay.
Yeah, 16.
And then I need. Give me 3 dexterity checks, please, Utari.
Uh-oh. Oh, good. Oh, dear.
Okay.
We're all gonna die!
Right, okay. So, you all clamber into this sleigh, and the sleigh fills with an energy that you may have felt before, but this one seems like it's been souped up a little bit to go a bit more long distance. So
Zip straps himself in with whatever he can.
It even surprises the penguins, and it sort of chugs as it starts to levitate, and then this orb just pulls the sleigh away, and it begins to glide through the air over the ice wastes of Everfrost. And also, Thoran. Actually, everybody can do this. Can I have a Constitution saving throw?
Saving throw?
No, Constitution check. Or
oh, you said saving throw. Okay.
It might not be different. Yeah. Whatever one's better. Yeah, just do a Constitution one. Okay. No, you're fine. All of you are fine. I was just gonna.
Balmy night out tonight.
Yeah, the cold doesn't seem to really affect you because there's almost like an energized bubble around the sleigh. It feels actually kind of warm. It's almost like a room temperature in there. However, the speed and the force of it is something to behold, and you zip across the aurored sky. And you'd think if any of you weren't as ready for this, you might have taken a weird turn. But at first you're going a bit, it's a bit fast, and eventually Tux kind of gets a hold of the reins of it, and it all sorts of levels out, and you're flying across the forests and such that Thoran has already pointed out to Tux. Thoran, it's a little harder to navigate, obviously, because you're used to walking everywhere, and things don't exactly look the same from a bird's eye view, and everything's starting to go okay when suddenly you hit a pressure in the sky, and everything kind of shakes, and Tux, you begin to almost lose control, and the sled shakes, and then you just feel it power down. And the sled begins to drift through the air. However, Tux, can I have just one more saving throw? Sorry, sled throw, whatever it is, Dex and... I'm gonna call it your sled save.
Yeah, sled save. Boo boo. This is your captain speaking. Please brace. We are hitting turbulence. Brace.
We're gonna crash.
Low terrain. Pull up. Low terrain. Pull up.
Yeah, that's it. We're gonna crash again. I told you we shouldn't have let him drive.
Well, with that, the sled, although you don't take a nosedive or anything, you manage to stabilize it, and from you begin to drift down. You think that crashing might be inevitable, but you've done enough to sort of made it so that you're going to come down safely, almost like a glider rather than a rocket. However, I will let anyone else pitch any ideas if they want to save it, or are we just going to let Tux try to guide it down with what he's got?
He wanted to do something.
Hey, Joe, he wanted to drive. It's his fault. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm too busy strapping myself in here. I was going to stand over the front and do "I'm the king of the world."
Just listening to the cockpit voice telling us we're going to die.
I was waiting for. the air.
Every god he can think of.
Give me a religion check.
Doesn't matter what it's to. It's just every.
Give me a religion check.
Just religion check.
You think that might just be for your own benefit this time?
Oh, most definitely it is.
I was going to wait for the flight attendant to bring the snacks and drinks around.
The onboard flight attendant is a small robot, and it pops out of the dashboard, and it says, "You requested a drink," and then looks to the right and sees that the thing's out of power. Presses a button on its chest, and a small parachute fires out its back, and it just slips off the front, and gets pulled out, and just sort of sends and just drifts off to the side, as you can see as you drift past, and in this sort of low energized state.
Caution, terrain. Pull up. Pull up.
Did you actually do the voiceover of that? Because it sounds just like that in Air Crash Investigation.
I've heard it
sorry. Sleigh Crash Investigation. We're in Everfrost.
Yeah, I've heard it enough times. I also know the slang terms "bitching Betty" for most pilots is what they call that voice, because it's.
Any other suggestions on what to do in this slowly crashing craft?
Well, I've already done what I can do.
I'm waiting until we get within, like, let's see. I have to correlate this. How tall are we?
About 3 foot.
It says on your
9
character sheet
foot.
how long.
Oh, 3.
You're all of very different sizes depending on which penguin
5
you are
foot.
as well.
Okay, this will work then. I'm waiting until we get about maybe 10 to 15 feet off the ground before I'm gonna do like I'm gonna hands across the chest, like knees together down, and I do a tuck and roll out.
You're a penguin. You don't have
Just gonna
knees.
go out the side.
If we're gonna crash, I'm not gonna be inside of a death metal,
okay.
like spinning ball, like as it goes
I'll send a
down.
text message to Mom telling I love her.
Because that's inevitably is gonna happen. Is it's gonna be all nice and smooth as we go down, and then it's gonna catch a rock underneath the snow and it's gonna right down.
Okay, if no one else wants to do anything, then I will require Tux to do a perception check, please.
It's just like
Spot the forest, Tux. Spot the forest. See the forest.
Of all, okay. That's bad.
Oh, God.
I do apologize, but that is bad.
That is bad.
Wind
I've
shear,
got
wind
notices
shear.
to these.
Okay, so Finn Finn is kind of just kind of half panicking. Thoran is definitely panicking. He's like,
I'm not
mumbling to many
panicking.
gods.
I'm
And,
texting
well,
my mum.
On what?
On my cell phone.
Oh, right,
We don't
okay.
have cell phones.
yes and yes and.
Zip is there, like in his own world, going right. When I get close enough, I'm gonna think. And so, and Tux is just kind of distracted for a moment. All this is going on, and he looks back to the front, and through the cloud cover, he just sees the tops of trees. And those
How
trees
could you miss the forest?
hit the sleigh, and everyone is jarred out, and everything begins to shake, and you start hitting trees. There's pine going everywhere, and I need you all to roll a dexterity save.
Drop and roll. Drop and roll. 16.
Oh, it's like
7.
21.
Okay.
Zip with the critical nat 20.
How?
Can I say that is me actually doing what I said I was going to do?
All that prep, and you only beat me by 1, buddy.
Question: how do I whisper roll?
Whisper roll?
/W space name and then
Yeah.
whatever the message is.
I don't usually roll like that on the program. I just roll like
Okay,
whisper rolls
fine.
on my desk with some dice.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I'll do it. I'll just do it out loud.
I even brought all my dice out for this game, but I realized I can't do that because
Oh
I'm a
wait,
player.
are
and I
you
need my
rolling a
dice.
die? Are you trying to whisper roll?
Yeah.
Are you trying
Oh,
to
it's
whisper
just-
something to us?
Oh no, it's
or are
just
you rolling
slash
in the
DM roll and then whatever you want.
So
Yeah.
slash GM roll.
DM or GM. GM. Okay.
GM, I'm looking at the thing.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's GM roll.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you for. I know. I am appreciating all your help because this is my first time doing this bullshit. So, Thoran, you take 3 piercing damage from all the pine needles from the tree, and it just like starts to stick into your large fur and such. The rest of you are kind of shaking about, but you're managing to hold on, and it's becoming very difficult. Tux, you've completely lost control, and this is gonna and the sleigh just hurtles towards the ground. Before that happens, Zip, you manage to pull out, but and you manage to pull out, but your flabby body bounces off of a tree, and you actually land in one of the trees, like the lowest branch. You kind of just sat there, and it's kind of miraculous, and you don't know how you did that. The rest of you kind of trundle down in with the sleigh, and it crashes below the trees. You don't think the sleigh is going to be okay for a little while. It's one of the arms of the sleigh blew off, and there's just no power in it. But other than the cuts and bruises from the trees that maybe Thoran took, you all seem to be okay, and you seem to have survived the tree
Field.
the tree field.
Did
So you're now
anyone-
deep within one of the boreal forests of the plain, and
Some
Alright,
sparks
did
come out of
anyone
the
see
console
what
of the
happened
sleigh
to
and it
Zip?
goes true,
Well,
more true.
as you begin to dust yourself off, the small dashboard robot actually parachutes and lands next to you, and he goes, This seems to be a problem here. You guys go ahead. I will get this fixed up. And
Not before I get my peanuts.
He begins. He begins to work on the central dash, trying to get it back energized, and an arm comes out of its back with a pack of peanuts for you.
Thank you very much.
There
They're
you go,
unsalted. Unfortunately, they're unsalted.
I'll take
They're the honey roasted peanuts.
No.
Last time I fly with
Zip
flightless
just-
bird.
Zip just calls down from the branch. He's in like I don't know how far back he is. Just like, you fucked it, Tux. And then, like, it echoes slightly. You fucked
It's
it.
good.
Fucked it,
Think
fucked
of-
it.
You're about 10 meters away and 20 feet up.
Yeah.
I got a better question, Zip. How are you getting down?
Hey, it's not
Good
my
point.
fault the thing broke down.
I jab the sword of sharpness into the tree, and I
The
just
sword
start,
of
like
sharpness.
Errol Flynn down the side of the tree.
Okay.
You've just
I
killed
want
a
you to roll
tree.
that.
Oh, wow, did I just make an Errol Flynn reference?
You
Yes,
did.
you did.
And you cut all the way down, and as you get to the bottom, the tree kind of goes, and it was quite like where the branch that you were on was. Because of how you cut it, that branch is now touching the floor, and there's like a big like a half moon shape left in the tree. But you are now down with the rest of the party, and you are at this sleigh crash.
Suck it, Finn.
Look, all I'm
Puts the
going to
sword
say,
back in the
Zip,
tree.
is you put your sword in, and it was it was beautiful the way you did it. I'm not going to take that away from you, bro, but the problem is, right, you got a sword, and you were so fat, you cut a tree in half.
Zip does not engage.
Oh, thank you, Thor, for getting me through this. But this is the last time I fly with flightless bird. Do I know? Can I try and make sure I know where I'm at so I can get us back on?
Of course you can. Make a survival check with disadvantage.
Critical fail. We're gonna die out here like Survivor Man. Just like
Yep,
by
yes,
ourselves.
we are.
You are in the Boral Forest.
There we go. Awesome.
Right. Let's get a shelter going.
We got a mission to do.
Tux,
We gotta finish it.
collect it. I've watched Survivor Man so many times. Tux, you have to collect palm fronds, and we need to find coconuts.
Just one second.
I'm just gonna look left, look right, and be like,
You're Thor, dude.
Zip,
You live in a forest, right?
we're in the Arctic. Where are we gonna find fucking coconuts?
I live anywhere that doesn't have people.
I'm not people, I'm a penguin. So, what do we do to survive in a wood?
I don't know what you do. I just do my own thing. Like,
Do we have-
it's pretty easy.
Do we have rope inside of our survival kits?
I've got rope.
Someone will have rope on them.
I've
How
got
much rope you got?
I've got 200 foot in the climber's pack.
200 foot. Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Does anybody have an axe?
Well,
You have the
scimitar.
sword of sharpness, so you can cut down anything with that thing.
It's just not meant for that, and it hurts. A lot. Okay, whatever.
You used it to slide down a tree. You killed a tree. You can't get squeamish now.
Point. GM, I would like to cut down the tree that I was originally in.
The entire tree, or just the bit that you've already sort of cut off?
Let's go full bore here. The entire tree.
Why are we cutting down a tree?
What did you say, Bear?
Give me a strength check.
Give me strength.
Strength check. Got it.
That as well.
Okay, so it takes you a couple of hits, but you make it through the tree. The tree you happen to pick.
Timber.
Yeah, I hope you shout that because this is about 200-foot redwood that is going down.
I made sure to cut it so that it would fall away from the crash.
It's falling away from the crash, but it only gets so far before it hits another tree, and it's kind of just sort of half. It's like
Well, that's
it's being
good.
suspended by the other trees.
I only needed about. I need about maybe, let's say, 5 feet of log section.
Hey, the bear just brought another bear.
You need 5 feet of log section.
Yes.
Okay. Give me.
Midge is never doing this again.
Give me another Wait first. Give me an intelligence check, and then a strength check.
18. 16.
Somehow you managed to get it just at the right angle that you managed to cut off a large 5 foot, like the 5 foot chunk, whilst the other remaining is kind of balanced enough that it's staying like wedged in the other trees. And this
Not my problem. Don't care.
Thump falls to the ground. You now have a 5 foot large bit of tree.
Large bit of tree. Good. What's the diameter? Like if I'm wanting to get like
5
maybe
foot by 3 foot.
Oh, got it. Okay, what I wanted, because you described it as a redwood, and those things are like huge diameters. So
yeah,
but that's what it is.
Think of it in more goes like it's long and thin rather than
Got it. So wait, so we just landed in like a forest of Rommel asparagus for our for our
He did say a boreal forest, like.
Yeah. So I'm surprised it's one piece. That I didn't impale myself. I want to.
Unfortunately, you did.
I want to kind of carve out a good center bit of this log section and fashion a fastener so that we can loop around maybe about 2 sections of rope in a harness that would be big enough for the bear.
Say what?
He's gonna put a harness on you.
We are penguins. We can bear it. We barely have knee joints. We can't. It's snow on the ground.
Okay, I've just realized what you're doing. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do this. 100% am I gonna let you make a bear sled. How the bear's gonna feel about that is completely up to him. But
he needs this done.
Okay, this is gonna take some time. So, in the meantime, what does the rest of the party want to do?
I'm gonna walk away, and I'd like to pray.
Stares at the sun or the moon, just like.
Yeah. So, Zip is currently what you think is undergoing a large carpentry session. Is it, maybe it's his way of coping, but.
I would
10
very
minutes
much
in,
like
I'm like
to go
rotating
pray.
the shoulder because I'm cutting wood with a sword. Ah! It keeps going out.
I'm gonna pray and see if I can't get some
Divine inspiration.
guidance. Yeah, divine.
Okay, I will let you do it. A 14. Okay. You actually do feel something here. You feel that
Anger.
Well, at first you feel that maybe you get an urging sense that there's something not right going on. That it was more than just a technical failure, maybe that had just caused that. There's a looming sense of you get that sort of rotting taste in your mouth, and you kind of it just puts you in a bad sense. You sense that there's something not right here, and that you seem to have landed dead in the center of something not right.
God
Do with
damn
that
it.
information what you will.
I'm in the middle of a fucking hellscape with 3 fucking penguins.
And then you hear a voice, and it says, "Hello, this is Odin's voicemail."
What?
The only voice you actually hear is the warning, too low. Pull up. And then you hear some sort of more zit, 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 as there's the little dashboard
Wind shear.
robot.
Wind shear.
As you hear it, and then you hear like a little zit zit as the dashboard robot is fixing the dashboard, and then you just hear the same voice that was going, pull up. He goes, ow, careful where you put that.
All right. When everyone else is done, I'm gonna go and see if I can't talk to the robot and see if he knows what's going on or what happened.
Utari or Rival, you guys doing anything?
Yeah, I'm berating my brother for being a really bad pilot.
Hey, it's not my fault the thing broke down. You know, I did the best.
You flew it into something, and then you couldn't even miss a forest.
And then it shut down, and that's when we flew into something.
Yes, you flew into a forest. What was the last thing I said to you as we were crashing? Miss the forest.
Only after it already shut down in the air.
To be fair, the glide angle of a sleigh is pretty low. It's
you shut up!
You were able to. Okay.
As the penguins continue arguing, the penguin, one doing carpentry, arguing from a range, while the other two bicker on the back of the sleigh. The large 9-foot bear walks over to the tiny, about 1.5-foot high robot that's fixing the dashboard.
Can you tell me what happened? Why we lost whatever source of power?
I couldn't quite tell you. Everything is kind of like gone. It's just like the energy has been sucked out. I don't know what happened.
Do you know any way to do that? Like how that could be done?
Yeah, it would have to be magic. This runs on magic. It'd have to be magic beyond our control. I'm just going to try and work on getting the instruments fixed, and maybe it's something. Maybe we'll come across something that might help us.
There doesn't happen to be like an indication of our location on this with this contraption.
Give me 3 seconds. He pulls out a wire from his chest. And he plugs it into the dashboard, and he just weirdly lets out a sigh of almost relief. And the dashboard also begins to hum. The voice of the dashboard begins to hum, and you see just like a flicker of light on one of the monitors on the dashboard, and the compass sort of reappears, and it says, it doesn't give you an exact location, but it tells you what way the sled is pointing.
All right. Did the sleigh rotate at all when we hit anything, or are we still going in our original direction?
You hit quite a lot of trees and such at the thing. So because you weren't piloting, you were kind of just being flogged by trees. I will let you make a wisdom, survival, or perception check. So
10.
You're not quite sure, like you said, you were being buffeted by the trees and such. But you think maybe that the compass is off by about 45 degrees. It's pointing like a good southwest when you were trying to head south.
Okay. Oh shit! This is the last time I work for people. For civilization. Just gonna stay out by myself. Jesus.
Who's
what
Jesus?
Holy Thor. What are you fools doing other than bickering?
We're not bickering. We're discussing what happened. This isn't bickering.
Well, if my brother gets out of my ear, I might just try and work things out about which direction we can start going. We can't exactly just stick around here.
We want to go south, I know that much.
Well, south that way.
There we go, we should get going.
I'm trying to figure out what your brother is doing. Is this his way of coping with crashing?
Right, so, big guy. Well, we're not necessarily the overland speed record holders, and well, let's just say we can't walk that fast, or we can't go as far as you can. So I decided to make this. Am I done yet?
Not. You're about halfway.
Decided to make this. So I'm cutting down all the excess weight, making sure the attachment points are here and getting a harness set up so that we can ride in it and you can take us where we need to go.
Ha ha. Yeah, no.
Well, it's either that or we spend about 3 times as long walking.
Well, you can slide on your stomach.
That does not work. It's flat.
Just get a little jog and then use your little flippers and push yourself along.
Do you
That
have
sounds
any
fun.
idea-
I want to
do
do
you have
that.
any idea how hard that is? You also the fact that we're wearing armor that catches the ground.
None of you are wearing armor.
Well, our icons sure are.
Yeah, don't follow the icons. Like,
Got
some
it.
of you are wearing clothes, or like top half gloves. You're not wearing armor. It specifically says that in your character sheets.
But I mean, do you have any idea how much that takes out of us? It's not an easy thing. But this is
It's-
easy, because you're a
Pulling a
Big son of a-
log with 3 useless penguins in it.
Hey! We're special agents.
hey. I'm making
I was
I am
best, and you crashed not even 10 minutes into the journey.
Don't start
Hey,
on my
now.
brother. It's not his fault
Hey.
the tree was in the way.
I'm not useless here. I'm constructing a viable sled option with a sword. Okay?
The last
Now
time
pass me that rope, Tux.
I'm not getting paid nearly enough for this shit.
You're getting paid?
I don't work for your agency. Are you crazy?
Technically, you are all getting paid. He might be getting a different amount to you guys because he's an outside contractor, but you 3 are on a salary.
Oh, no one told me
We
that.
better be getting overtime for this. And hazard pay.
And danger pay.
You'd have to take
That's
that
totally
off your
different hazard.
department head.
I don't want to talk to the department head. Bill's always an ass.
Can I do an Arcana check and see if I can't get any like feeling of magic?
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
18.
Okay. Yes, you are getting a huge feeling of magic, both from the shell of the magical sleigh and all of the people around you, but also just in the atmosphere. There's almost a storm of magic you could feel. It's like it feels humid to you. The magic kind of it feels like you're in a like you know when you're in that sort of rain that you can feel in your mouth, like that sort of that humidity that kind of clogs
Yeah.
up. You kind of get a sense of that for a moment, but it tastes like candy floss, so it's more magical.
And it's just everywhere.
It's kind of everywhere, but then you get that sickening taste again, but it's stronger this time, and that general magic is like overpowered, and you get the feeling that there's something dark, and it's getting stronger, and like kind of coming towards you a bit more.
Oh goody. If I might, I think we should probably set up a perimeter. You know, maybe some form of defenses.
Why? You
I
think
just
magic?
have this. I just have this feeling.
I'm almost done. We can get out of here pretty soon.
I don't think that's going to be quick enough.
Tux, take the left flank. I'll take the right flank. Big dude, take the middle. Zip, be
Of
useless.
course.
On it.
So it's about the time that Zip gets about 75% of the way through when you hear this dark shriek from the north.
So behind us.
I need
Damn it.
all 3 of you that are watching to give me a perception check. Okay,
10.
Finn, you definitely see this. Thoran, it's a little Thoran and Tux, it's a little bit out of your sight range. But Finn, you snap onto it straight away. The shrieking hits you in your ear canal, and you just zoom straight to the point. And in the distance, you see what look like more penguins. Lots more penguins. And
Hey!
they're beginning to stagger towards you. And there's hundreds upon hundreds of penguins, but they're moving very slowly. very slowly, and they don't.
See what I'm talking about? Look how slow they go. See? See? That's why we need
And
this.
with a 20, you also notice that you're looking at one of them, and there's one that's in like sort of in front in particular, and you just see that as it's waddling towards you, one of its fins just kind of, the skin of it leaves the bone.
Oh boy. Guys, remember that story that Gran used to tell us when we were younger about zombie penguins?
No.
I mean, not
Okay,
particularly.
maybe I was just the one who stayed up for that one. Okay, yeah, it turns out it's not a story. It may be true.
Zombie penguin?
Well, that one at the front, the flesh of its wing kind of fell off, and
Well,
it's
what do
still
we do?
moving. Okay,
Zip,
well,
how's it
I
going
remember
with your
this.
harness?
I remember this film, right? It was on at Christmas last year, and it was basically, they just kept on saying, remove the head or destroy the brain.
Also, I don't know what Christmas is, but
Zip, how's it going with your fucking contraption?
Zombie penguins?
How is it looking?
okay, Zip, you think that you could be done with the fast? You've just got to do a lot of the fastenings. You could be done in about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Tux, get me the rope.
Okay.
However, one condition. We never speak of this.
Speak of what?
Sure.
Okay. I don't trust you, but okay.
Do I have fingers?
Do you mean I can't tell people about the zombie penguins?
No, zombie penguins are fine.
Yes!
Oh, you don't.
Okay, I can't
You-
cross
but
my
you-
fingers.
Yeah.
Crush your
can't-
wings.
You could probably
That's more-
curl your fin.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'll work. I'll do the next 2 minutes finishing the contraption.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? These creatures are quite far away. That you don't think they're gonna get to you by the time that Zip is gonna be done, but that they're still intent on coming for you. That you see that there's more and more of them. They're all just sort of pouring out of the subtle mist of the rural forest. You think that there could be anywhere between 100 and 1,000 of these things so far. There's a huge amount of.
I have a plan.
To speak of.
I'm going to think back on that map that I created because I know where I'm going, and I'm going to try and figure out make sure I'm like, okay, we need to go south, and then try and think of the landmarks I'm looking for, and then listen to Finn's.
Well, the reason that you were kind of going by the sky is because that where you found the chimney, so to speak, that you're looking for is just past this endless forest, and the reason you were trying to go over it and be getting there much safer and much quickly, but you're not unfamiliar with this forest, and the sight of these undead, it's not something that you've not seen before. You've come across this before, and but you've never seen them this close. You've always been the other side of a glacier or a mountain top, or they move. It's a well rumored fact that this herd, so to speak, migrates around the forest, and it's said to be guarding something. But you've always been wise enough to stay much clearer than this.
Okay. Finn, what was your plan?
Well, here's what we do. Right. You get Zip's sword, and we cut the rest of that tree as much as we can. And then I use my my Flametron 500 to set fire to the forest.
No, we're not setting fire to the forest.
But it'll kill the zombies.
Well, whatever we end up deciding, can we decide it quick?
Yeah, just as soon as Zip is done with his sled.
Threading the ropes through.
I'm just saying, this is obviously a very dangerous thing that people could get caught, and if we don't destroy it through the invention of fire, then we are responsible for the deaths of every other person that gets caught by the zombie horde.
Okay. No.
Oh,
We're
okay.
not burning down the fort.
It is at this point that you hear a scream again, and your eyes and ears all dart towards the horde, which you've noticed have picked up the pace. They've definitely clocked onto you, and they're hungry. You are very much done. You've just finished the final knot as this happened.
All I'll say is this then: can you outrun the zombie horde with us on your back?
Yeah, hopefully.
I cut down a good amount of weight off this little 5-foot section of log here.
Okay,
it's
so
pretty hot.
so you guys are gonna try and use this sled to run south, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. And it's only being pulled by the bear. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thoran, are you doing anything in particular? How are you gonna be pulling the sled? Are you running full pelt? Like, give me a description, and I'll discuss what I'll decide what you need to roll from that.
I am going to start off by running on all 4 legs for as long as I can to get distance, and then go to like stand back up and more of a steady like endurance jog.
Oh, so you're like walking a horse. So you're going gallop, off, walking the horse for a half hour, then get back on, gallop, walk the horse for a half hour kind of thing.
Well,
So
how fast does he move
tired,
compared to us?
I have never.
Because they're
I haven't
moving
played Red Dead.
slower than we are, so if he's moving faster than just walking,
Yeah,
it would out.
Well,
sounds good.
what's your speed?
My speed.
Oh, I have
Thoran. Yeah.
I have a question. Is this the correct speed in the sheet, or do I have to do the math from my physique?
What is the speed listed on the sheet?
20.
I'm 25.
That's your upright standing speed.
Okay. Right.
So
What are you whenever you're on all 4s?
do you have an ability already in your character about running on all 4s? Because I think you do.
Yeah. It's 3 turns, 5, and then another 5 for every. So it's 35. Is my right?
Which is 10 feet faster than us.
Yeah.
33%
On all 4s,
faster
you get
than us.
35 instead of the 20.
Before we go, as he's like getting ready to go and everything like that, and he's starting to pull it, just like because I'm assuming I'm doing this from behind the sled when I was building this, and he's pulling it across, like going past the sled. I get up, I run towards the sled, and I'm assuming it has some sort of control surface.
I don't think you want to be controlling the bear like that.
No, not like that. I'm assuming it has control surfaces, like in its structure of some sort.
What sled are we talking about? The one you've made, or the?
No, the one that we crashed and burned. I'm assuming it has
there's
some
a
sort of
panel on the front. There is a robot trying to fix it.
Like, are you asking if it has like a flight stick and like?
No, I'm
rudder
asking
pedal?
if it has like flaps of some sort.
No.
No, it's
Have
magically
you ever seen
powered.
Santa's sleigh?
I know, but this is Santa Sleigh doesn't have it doesn't have a control panel.
You haven't
Have
seen
you
Santa Claus?
seen the Santa Claus?
You've never
Have you
seen Santa Claus.
or Elf?
No, I haven't seen Elf. No, and it's been years since I've seen Santa Claus.
Yeah, most modern iterations of Santa's sleigh have
Control panels.
All right, I take what little bit of rope I have that I cut off from everything, and I tie down the control stick so that it's perpetually like trying to nose down the sled, everything, just so that the cockpit warning voice can just continually be saying aloud so the horde's attracted to it. Pull up.
You think you do that, but you think the cockpit voice
And I
is
grabbed-
actually
I grabbed the
distracted by something, and the little robot is still plugged in. But yeah, so you guys grab and you set off on this homemade sled. I'm gonna need an athletics or a strength check times 2 from Thoran. Okay. You feel that you're not able to get your full speed up at the moment in terms of pulling the sled. You think that even on all fours, you're really struggling with this. There's an element of it that's just not going right, whether it's where it's like rubbing on your plate armor, or the fact that you've got 2 normal-sized penguins, but 1 very large penguin on what is 5 foot of log. It's just, it's really you're getting less than you think you would, but you're still going, and you're kind of keeping pace with the running horde behind you, and you keep running, and then you're starting to get tired. You've been running for about 30 minutes. The wind's whistling. You're having to like avoid fallen trees and other branches, and it's not the easiest method of transport. I'm gonna need.
Finn, what do you have as a weapon?
What do I have? I have a sharp beak. I have a Flametron 500, a Mr. Melter, and a short sword.
What's a Flametron?
Flametron 500 is basically a flamethrower.
Think of it as more. Okay, I'll
it says
explain the
60
Mr. Melter.
gun.
Yeah, Flametron 5000 is a large, almost like the way to look at it, it would be like a World War I flamethrower combined with like an ancient Greek Byzantine fire thrower. It's like a really huge hunk of metal contraption. It's penguin-sized, but it's like it is bulky, sort of. And it is how it fires. It fires a like what they're called flame charges. And it fires 3 of them, and they sort of stick and then blow. They kind of like they fire like a globule, and then that fills the gap that they think. So it propels them out. So it goes dud, and then it hits, and then those spread out. If that makes sense. And then the other one, the Mr. Melter, is more the same thing, but it's more like a flare gun. So like one-handed sort of. I believe I got those 2 the right way around.
Is there any like in the kind of the general direction we're going? Is there any like areas that have a particularly dense section of wood that there's like 1 or 2 ways to get through it? Like as in like a
okay,
almost
give me
like
a perception check. Give me a perception check.
I see what's happening here. If Zip makes this suggestion, you're going to say yes,
because you're being pulled along behind a 9-foot bear. So you don't have much of a view of
I'm
like
5 foot tall, and he's on all fours.
Well, at this moment in time, he's actually stood upright. He's on that portion of the run, and
hands on the swole of his back.
Most of your focus is behind, but what's like sort of the beside, and everything kind of seems about the same. You're in a medium density part of the forest. Like you think that it could thin out, or that it could get thicker, depending on which way you went. You don't see any particularly thick bits, and the horde behind you is huge. Like it is encompassing.
Are they going through a thicker bit of forest?
They're coming from where you've just been.
Where you just been? And what was that?
So it's about equal, about medium.
About equal. We're not outrunning them.
I'm gonna have to take a break. You're some fat motherfucker.
Hey Finn.
Yeah.
Burn it down.
No,
he told me no!
No. We're not burning it down.
You want to get eaten by those? You want to get eaten by their point towards the horde? It's like coming towards us.
Well, no, it's more of a what? Like because there's penguin noises.
I'd rather fight. Burn it down.
Screeching.
He said burn it down. He said burn it down. He said burn it down. You heard him.
Fight.
No.
I'd rather fight than burn it. I'd rather fight.
I'm gonna need.
How fast is the horde? Like in terms, if I had to gauge how fast they're going, because they're penguins. So are they going the same speed as a normal penguin at this point, or
they're using everything that they possibly could get to try and.
So they're double sprinting essentially.
Yeah, mechanically they're double sprinting as penguins that don't care much for their health.
All right, cover us and grab Finn. Finn, we're gonna go do something.
Oh, what we're gonna do is this? Does this
I'm
involve
still
flamethrowers?
running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still running.
Okay.
Just slow it.
Unless you're telling
cover
me
us.
that you're stopping, but yes, you're still
I
running.
said
No, I'm
cover
just-
us as we
I mean,
dropped out.
I'm running.
You
Alright,
just
we're-
suddenly
we're-
realised, wow, this just got easier.
I know this
No.
is wonder.
So okay. So Tux, you're still on the sled, correct?
saw both your brothers jump out.
Finn and Zip have jumped out. I'm guessing the way that they jumped out because of the speeding thing. They've jumped out and sort of the smaller penguin has dexterously rolled and sort of landed in a combat pose. The larger penguin has kind of bounced back onto himself. Also landing in a combat pose. The big bear, now with the less weight on him, is actually running quite a lot faster. He's just going, and Tux is still on the sled, correct? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Do you even notice we're gone, or are you just looking forward?
Wow!
Actually,
Look at
Tux,
this
let
bear!
me know, Tux, what do you want to do here? Because this is going to divulge what happened next.
I want to stay on the slide.
You're going to slay on the sled. Okay, cool. So,
Wait, are you gonna
Burn
tell
it
me
down.
they're gone?
No.
burn it down, party. I'm going to go to you first.
Okay.
Okay,
What are you doing?
Burning it down.
Finn. Finn, look at me.
Huh?
Pay attention.
Zombies! Zombies!
Focus.
Okay.
Focus. Focus. Grab my blubber cheeks. Okay. I'm gonna toss these, and I like bring out like the bandolier of oil flasks. Toss these. When I toss these at the horde, you're gonna set it all off, and then we're gonna double sprint, or we're gonna run. We're gonna run as fast as we can. And that should slow the burning one should slow it down, or set fire to the forest, which will thereby slow it down. So, win-win.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. as we're walking sideways to keep ahead of the horde a little bit more. Okay. What? Yeah. Tell me what's the problem. Tell me.
Well, your flasks will all land in one spot. That means you'll probably get maybe 2,
I'm not
3.
throwing the bandolier. I'm throwing them individually. As
You took out the bandolier and said, I'm going to throw this. How am I supposed to know the difference?
These. I'll throw each individually. You
Oh,
hit the
okay. In which
areas
case, let's go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
God's left.
Approach. I've just realized, do you have your scatter die on you?
Yeah, I can get it.
Okay, cool. I just in case.
Yeah, right here. My Warhammer scatter die still in their kit.
Yeah, I've still got that tin. I've got that tin somewhere. I just don't have it up here.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
Fuck
think
you, GW. I'm gonna keep the product. I don't care if you discontinue the game.
Okay,
Alright.
so you're throwing individual
I'm gonna need.
flasks.
How many flasks are you throwing? I'm gonna need range attacks
I have-
for all of those.
I have 5 oil flasks. And I'm not necessarily throwing at individuals, I'm throwing at sections of the horde.
Okay, give me. Okay, instead of range attacks, give me roll 5 d20s plus either your strength or your dex.
I'll do strength. It's
So
much
you're
better.
gonna fill out lob these at the horde.
Except
Okay,
5.
Can you roll these with advantage or not? Like, so give me 2 for each roll, so to speak.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll strength check. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
roll 5 strength checks. Okay.
That'll do. Yeah. Give me 5 strength checks.
Okay, did that roll? Did not show up.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Oh, there it goes.
There's one. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh
5.
my god.
Okay.
These were the
So-
advantage. These were the
No,
advantage.
no. This is with disadvantage.
You said advantage.
You said advantage.
It's so I could see the advantages. It would have been far better to throw these things with dex. It was my point. So I said strength or dex.
I have far less dex than I have
Yeah,
strength.
I know. It's called being an asshole. Okay, so I need you now to roll. Roll the scatter die 3 of those times. and tell me the directions.
That's a direct hit.
Okay.
That's a 12 o'clock is straight. 12 o'clock is your chest going outward. This one is a. This one would be a 7 o'clock.
Wow, that's really bad. Your throat's
behind you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then.
Oop, that went off the table. And that's another hit.
Okay, so so you throw these, and you're aiming for portions of the.
Yeah, I'm like separating them into like 5 groups of like the 4. I'm assuming like a
so
semicircle around
throw
this.
the first one, and it goes kind of where you were gonna throw it. It hits the sort of the area that's ready to.
What we're wanting to happen is as these hit, Finn just like lights it up with the flame charges and just like starts as a catch.
So you think this one's gonna land where you threw it, so to speak. Then the second one, yeah, that also goes for it. Third one, it's over by quite it's over by a little bit, but it's not too bad. Fourth one, ish. Fifth one, that one you throw it, and you know that when you throw things, but it kind of slipped out your grasp a little bit first. This has done that, but gone high and hit one of the trees and splattered over the trees. And the other one has kind of thrown, and then it's hit the ground but bounced back. And then, so I need. Which of the weapons are you using?
The Flametron 500, because it only uses 1 charge at a time and it has 60-foot range.
Okay, so you're using the little flare gunny one. So yeah, give me roll that the times to hit those things. Great descriptor there. Okay, you hit all of those. You've used 5 of the flame charges, but everything that because you didn't necessarily know that you have also shot the one that was in the tree because you thought that was where it was meant to go. Your brother hasn't said otherwise, but you've managed to hit all the splodges where they've landed, and those start to go up. In the meantime, I'm going to zoom back to the other half of the party. Thorin and Tux is now just relaxing on the back of the sled. And with this newfound extra energy, Thorin, you've been pelting it quite a while. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Find out whether you notice we're not there anymore.
Oh, for once I hope I fail this. Damn it!
So, you actually hear a large rushing, and you look ahead of you, and you see that there is a large river, and this river is frozen partially, but then on the far left of it there's a waterfall that is breaking the ice. Like the temperature has recently warmed a little bit again, and the top of the river on top of the hills has started to melt, and now it's starting to fall, and it's cracking the first half of the ice, but then there's still frozen parts of the river, and you see that up ahead, and then you also start to think, why did this get lighter? And you look over your left shoulder and you see just Tux laying there quite comfortably, but not the other 2 penguins. And then you sniff again and you look up and you see a small ember in the distance.
First I'm going to stop.
You stop quite suddenly, and the ropes kind of swing round, and Tux is now sort of in front of you and kind of slightly rolls off the thing because it's a very sudden stop for the sled. It kind of skids, and Tux, it doesn't hurt, but you're like, whoa! And you've been slightly
sorry about that, Tux.
Whoa.
So I can like smell smoke. Is that what you're trying?
You can probably see it.
Yeah, you can see the flickers of flame.
Those bastards.
You can't smell the smoke because
explosions in the distance.
Oh, those bastards.
Well, it's more of a.
Speaking of Gondors, speaking of Gondor, Gondor calls for aid.
Tux, where's your buddies? Your
You mean Finn, is it? I don't know. They must have jumped out. Oh, they must actually be burning it then.
Oh, goddamn. You think they're gonna be okay? Like, we can leave them, or do we have to go back?
No. We gotta go back.
God damn it. Okay. Get back on.
Okay, jump back to the other party.
Hello.
I guess you guys are just pelting it away from the fire.
We're just love come
Or
back
are you
to the party,
admiring
sips on the ground, just going choke on it.
Well, you guys are standing there admiring the fire, right? Is that
He
what you're
might
saying?
be. All I have to do is outrun him, and
no,
I'm safe.
I'm running. I'm running.
I've
like-
gone.
You're running. Okay, you're
I don't know
fucking
how.
running. Okay. So, can I have a perception check from one of you or both of you?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
It's the day of the
I
week.
like how you didn't give perception proficiency for my character. The one thing that you always do with a character.
Oh no, I didn't get proficiency either.
Yeah, the expert
Okay,
tracker.
so it's not very hard to notice because you're just looking over your shoulder as you're running. You don't quite get it as like, but you look and the horde reaches the fire and it is stopped partially, but this horde is huge. There is so many, and have you seen the scene in World War Z where they go over the walls of Jerusalem?
Yes.
So
Unfortunately.
zombie corpses start to burn, and they're starting to run through it and still be on fire and running at you on fire, but then they start to slump over dead. And some of the, like, imagine the fire that you're firing is kind of more like thermite or sort of like, what's the
Napalm?
white phosphorus.
Oh,
it
white
kind of
phosphorus.
sizzles and melts their
Ooh.
skin a little bit because it's burning globules and then it's also on oil. So this shit is painful. You've created, and it is starting to catch on some of like the dried, what they call the pine needles from the trees and such. And it is starting to spread across the ground, but also the ground's frozen, so it's not catching it everywhere. So it's not spreading as much as you hope. The one tree that you hit with the oil has absolutely skyrocketed into flame, and it's starting to spread and trickle between
It's
the
like
other
a
trees.
Christmas tree in January. It just like goes up.
And that's you think that if that's left unchecked, that might cause some damage. But and there's sort
Not a
of
problem.
raining some of the globules of oil and fire on it, so it's doing quite a lot. And but they are noticeably still coming. Some of them
That
are
had
fire, some of them not.
That had a 50-50 shot of being really good or really bad for us. It's on the good side now because it could have been Max Brooks style zombies, and we could have just created a problem of now having flaming zombies coming.
Yeah,
But
there is that.
But
I mean,
But
there is that. The ones that have fallen over, the ones that the fire and the oil and stuff has eaten all the way through.
it's at least helping. It helped more than it hurt. And
Some of the penguins zombies are a bit thicker.
I'm also assuming the fact that they're made of blubber is a good thing because that's just gonna catch like spontaneous combustion with like a fat person. Just like it goes up.
Well, yeah, you noticed the first couple kind of just went and sizzled, and then there was just a skeleton left.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Keep running. Run.
Run.
You're running full out. At this point, it's kind of when you get about halfway towards each other and you meet back up. It's becoming a little bit. It's one of those things of like, if you were going any faster, you probably would crash into each other. Party is back together. There is still a zombie horde, some of which
Why
is
are
on
you
fire,
here?
coming for you.
Why are you here? Keep
I
going.
didn't know where you were here.
Get in!
That's never bothered you before.
I keep running.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run past them then. Just
Okay.
just leave them.
So the bear runs past, leaves the three. They're running. So the first person to the bank of the large frozen river is the big bear. What does he do?
I'm going to gingerly like step on the ice, see if it can hold my weight. Because if it can hold my weight, it should be okay for except for maybe the fat one. But you know.
You step on. You think that this river will hold your weight? It's quite thick ice.
Okay. I'm going to get myself out of this harness, and just kind of wait for the rest to join.
Okay. You do that, and the penguins, out of breath, start arriving at the riverbed.
And we
I'm not
slide.
stopping at the riverbed. Yeah, I'm just gonna
slide.
without missing a beat. I'm just using my weight to just slide across this thing.
Slide.
Give me a dex. Penguins that are doing that, dex or acrobatics check.
Oh man, I've got good on
It's
both.
the same for me. Can I use athletics or no?
Dex or acrobatics.
Okay.
Woo!
I
you
take
have
my
advantage,
dex.
You are penguins. You're very used to doing this. Yeah, so you all kind of just in formation. Zip is at the front, and the other two are like flank him on each side in like a pinpoint. Yeah, you just go whoom and dive through the air, and then land on your stomachs and skid, and you get about you get a good like sort of a third of the way
We were
across.
sprinting. We were double action sprinting. All
This
the
is
way.
a fucking huge river.
I'm just saying. Just
You
saying.
get it's a good distance, but you get about a third of the way across before you and sort of stop because it's a flat surface.
Fine. And we continue to run.
Bear, quickly before they continue. You're now far behind them, Bear. What have you been doing?
As soon as I see them stop, I'm gonna start on my way across. And
how are you going across?
Just like running, but I want to stay behind them.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep behind them. No.
Running?
Man running, and I have my hammer bone thing.
Okay. I think I know where you're going with this. Okay. So you penguins.
Let us get
are you
across.
continuing?
Yes, keep running.
And shout over our shoulders. Yo, Thorin! Smash the ice!
I'm on it. I think, nope, we're on the same page for once.
Okay, you guys keep going. And it's about the time you guys get I'm guessing, Thorin, you want to stop halfway?
Yeah, as soon as I'm halfway.
So you're halfway, the penguins are about they've got a third left to go. When the horde arrives, and some of them have been spurring off and like kind of getting there, but they've kind of been. You've noticed that they don't have very good, even though they're penguins, and some of them are just other creatures, but majority of this is penguins. Despite them being penguins, they don't have much traction on the ice. You think that they kind of lost the skills required to make sure that they keep the traction when they became undead. So they've been slipping and sliding everywhere, but it's about this time that the main, like, jarring bit of the horde appears. And
how much of them are on fire?
Quite a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you notice that actually, give me a perception check, Thorin.
All right. Then just for my own mental image, the waterfall is downstream from me or upstream?
Depends on which way you're facing. If you're going towards where you're going, it's on your left. If you're turning back to look at the horde, it's on your right.
That's the way he asked. Is it downstream or upstream? Is it going? Is it coming down from a cliff above him, or is it going down a cliff?
It's cliff above. It's cliff above. It's the thing that's breaking the ice.
Breaking the ice. Okay.
It's breaking to the ice to the right, but you're a little bit further down, so it's not you're not being splashed. Right?
I'm not very perceptive.
Yeah.
You're high on adrenaline right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really notice this. Any of the penguins want to give a perception?
Yes.
Sure.
I got
Just as
19.
you're running? Okay, yep, that's one, that'll do. Thorin's kind of more focused on what he's doing, but Finn, specifically, you noticed that what was originally a flat surface now feels a little bit uphill.
Okay. Right, so I think that the ice sheet is moving uphill. They are struggling to keep traction on the ice, so if we go up before we break the ice, we're giving ourselves a bit more time.
No, I think it's different. I think the ice is being pushed and we're being tilted. It's a cantilever.
It's going... Okay, you think it's going uphill. It was flat. You now feel like you're running uphill.
Thorin, run!
I'm gonna smash the ice.
Okay.
No, just run! It's already smashed.
You're gonna smash the ice.
I'm gonna smash the ice.
Can you give me an attack roll on the ice?
Obviously, I'm assuming I hit.
Okay, you hit and it cracks, but it doesn't break all the way through. This is a huge sheet of ice. It's a huge sheet of ice. You notice a couple of the zombies are starting to get to you. What do you want to do there?
I'm gonna. my plan is to hit it, start cracking, run, hit again, run, hit again,
Okay.
run. Hit.
But saying that a couple of you are like 10 foot away from a couple of zombies.
Yeah.
You're gonna just run away from them and hit
Hit the ground again, run, hit again. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna do that again. I need you to make another attack on the ice. Okay, thank you. You now, can everybody now give me a perception? Well, those who don't know yet, give me a perception check. Or actually, yeah, just everyone give me a perception check. That's a better way of doing it.
6. Oh my god.
Okay.
Zip, all six
you
of us
noticed
with
this.
me.
Finn, you noticed this because you noticed before, but the incline is now starting to get to about. You were at like a 4-degree incline. Is now noticeable. Like you're like the end. You kind of look back at this and you notice that the end where all the zombie horde is, there's thousands of them. They're weighing that ice. Some of them are now slipping into the water, but they're just climbing on top of each other. There's nothing that's stopping this. They're just spamming over it, and it's just putting so much weight on the ice sheet that everything is beginning to tip up. So Zip and Finn, you notice that. If you do with that what you will. Thorin,
Break the ice.
what do you do? You're going to continue
Break
trying to
the
hit the
ice,
Are
yep.
you moving again? Because the zombies are still coming for you.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna keep bounding until I can get, like,
Okay,
because
you're
I'm
gonna keep
assuming
doing
it's
that.
just gonna keep cracking.
Okay. Give me the roll of damage. Okay. A zombie is caught up to you.
Tux, how much rope you still have? How much rope do we still have in Tux's?
How much did you use?
Just
One
enough to make
second, I
the
just wanna-
harness.
Yeah, how much was it?
What's your dex modifier?
Mine, -1.
Shit, yes. What? How do you do a dex tiebreak again?
A dex tiebreak?
Oh, you have to
What do you
roll,
mean?
don't you? Can you roll a d6 for me?
Are we rolling initiative?
Ish.
Okay, a D6.
Yeah. Okay, so the zombie's gonna go first, and he's gonna make an attack.
Technically, you would have rolled initiative.
That-
'cause that would have been the thing you would have rolled.
It's kind of what, because they both have the same day. I'm kind of just, because this is free form, I did it off who's faster. They're the same speed, so I coin flipped it. He misses you, but there is a zombie very close to you now.
I'm gonna, fuck it, I'll take a swing.
Go on, take a swing at him.
Run!
It's a small penguin zombie. It's not hard to hit. That hits.
I just want to clarify, this is a downward stroke.
Downward stroke. So you're hoping to cleave through the penguin into the ice of it. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I'll allow it. The penguin zombie's dead. It kind of with the thunder damage that you do with your weapon, it kind of just burst a little bit. It's not a very like new zombie. It kind of burst a bit.
I'm actually gonna stand my ground and just keep cracking the ice. And
Okay,
then
you're gonna-
every time one comes, I'm gonna hit that, and then.
I don't think just one will be coming.
Well, but
You're
once
at the little
one gets
tips of the
close-
thing right now.
Shut up! You're not here.
Okay, give me another hit on the ground. And damage. Okay. That is enough damage. So, at this point in time, the ice was kind of at more of a 30-degree. And everyone could have noticed this at this point. I'm gonna need the penguins to make a
What we
dex
were
or-
asking before is how much rope did Tux have left over in his climbing kit?
How
After
much
the
did you
whole-
use? I had 200 foot.
Yeah, so how much? That's what I'm asking the GM. How much did we use for the harness?
Probably about 50 feet.
50 foot. So while that was happening and we started noticing the thing go up there, could we have done a thing where Tux just like gets the rope out and tosses it to us? And I'm just gonna put my sword of sharpness into the ice.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
'Cause
I mean, you
was
guys were quite close to the
thinking
bank anyway.
Yeah, but that means we're at the extremest angle above at this
Very
point.
true.
Well, we could try and sprint and jump for it. We can swim.
That's
We can
kind of
get
what
off
I
the
was going
edge.
with, considering you guys were just
Our
running.
fucking penguins.
Yeah.
You are fucking
But
penguins.
I'm worried. The thing is, we know he's breaking the ice, and we can swim, sure. But what happens whenever he finally breaks the ice, and it comes back down on top of us while we're in the water, and now we're just stuck under.
Yeah, but
10,
we're right by
10
the
feet of
bank.
ice.
You're a
We're
fucking
right by
penguin.
the bank. We can make the bank.
Okay. We can give it a shot. I'm just saying that would have been probably safest if we could have just waited out.
But
the
you
ice thing.
guys can. I'll happily toss you the rope and keep running.
No, all we do is we swim up towards the waterfall, which is breaking the ice.
We can't. We don't have gills. I just want to reiterate: penguins don't have gills.
No, but we're in water and we
Okay,
can swim very well.
Just one second. Are you doing this rope thing or not?
I guess not.
Okay.
So,
Then I'm going to need a Dex or Acrobatics roll from all the penguins, and I'm going to need a Strength or Athletics from Thorin here.
Finally,
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh dear. So,
15.
well,
4.
Well, nat 1.
finally, the thunder and the bludgeoning breaks the ice, and basically with that hit, Thorin, you manage to stabilize yourself and sort of surf the big ice shard down, but the ice is going to collapse down. And with that, it's the penguins time their jump. Well, most of the penguins time their jump. Tux and Zip time their jump enough that as the ice leaves from under their flippers, they tuck and roll and land safely on the banks.
Ta-da!
Finn, however, kind of as he jumps, slips and he skids and he's going back along the ice sheet and hits it quite hard because it's falling, he's falling, he hits it and then slides. You just take oh, I'm sorry. You took 4 bludgeoning damage from the hit there. But you're kind of okay. You're next to the bank, and Thorin, you're just stood in the middle with this cracked ice. Loads of the zombies got crushed and trapped under the ice. You can see them trying to flipper their way back on, but some are still there, and the ice isn't that far away from you. There's a big enough crack that some will fall in, but some are going to be able to jump that. So
I'm gonna book it towards the
yeah. Well, okay, you start running, and is what actually happens though. As you run away, the space does sort of widen more because this fracture compounds up the ice sheet, and where the waterfall continually starts churning the water, it starts moving the sheets away from each other, and you all get to the other side. There's 1 or 2 zombies that kind of get nearby, but it's also almost at a point that you could actually push the ice that you all left, so it's a bit more out, and you do that, and it's safe. And that is our halfway point. Well, it's over our halfway point, but we'll take the break here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking
Nice job,
penguins,
guys.
man. Flightless birds afraid of swimming.
I'm not afraid.
And I thought apes were bad. Jesus.
Ow! I'm being clubbed with apes.
Yeah, I'd like you to explain that one, Midge. I live in the north, but I just despise apes.
Who says there isn't humans around here?
What does that have to do with apes?
That's what you call humans.
Oh, that would have been nice to know.
Yeah, sorry, you don't like humans. Because they persecuted your kind. Because some of your kind look like bears, but some of them look like humans, and they think you're disgusting, basically.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Hope everyone watching on the stream is having a good time. Now, General Hayate, you've been watching. The bear is not quite adopted. It is a member of the party. We are secret agents of a kind. Penguins are certainly triplets, but the bear's an outside contractor, if you will.
I'm back.
This alcoholic vanilla cream ale is like really delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I really like the flavor of vanilla, and it's just like straight vanilla. It's delicious.
Oh.
So is this alcoholic root beer.
Yeah. I'm just having Fanta from a Pokemon cup because I'm weird like that.
Well, because I went grocery shopping for like a week's worth of food because I'm going back to Vegas on Saturday, so I didn't want a whole bunch of stuff in my fridge. And normally I get an 18 pack of like a seasonal beer if it's like during a certain season. So
Yeah.
like, you know, they have like winter ales or like autumn ales or whatever. But I want something sort of festive, so I went with root beer and vanilla cream ale, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
Hannah back.
Welcome back.
I will turn us back on everything else.
FYI, she won the vote.
Yeah, I saw.
Who won the? Sorry, what?
Oh, Theresa May.
Mm-hmm.
She survived.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for that.
Just FYI, penguins can hold their breath for like 20 minutes.
Yes, they can. I've had to look up a lot of real-life penguin stats for this, just to kind of get my head around the anatomy of a penguin quite a lot. It's featuring quite heavily in this campaign. Anyway, are we ready to continue?
Arr.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys safely make it across the bank, and you think you're relatively safe now. Do you wish to just continue trudging through the woods for a bit?
I want to give the bear a high fin.
Well, low paw.
High fin, low paw.
Yeah, you know, high fin, low paw. You have to reach down to about knee height in order for it to work. I'm sorry. I'm very short, but that was impressive with the hitting of the thing and the cleaving of my Uncle Bill in half. I won't hold that against you. He was an idiot.
Thanks. None of you would happen to have any like meat on you, would?
I have rations. You can have rations if you like. I don't know what's in them.
No, it's okay. I would like to just pray to Thor, thanking him.
Give me a religion check. Holy shit! You got a nat 20, right? Okay. So you want to pray to Thor?
Yes, my son.
Yes.
Thor is proud of what you did, and actually decides that he decides that you've proved yourself worthy to the storm, and you feel an energy surge through you, and into your weapon, in fact. And in fact, I'm going to let you up the dice for the weapon's thunder damage by 2. So whatever it was, D something, add 2 to it. So not like a +2, as in change the dice by 2.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then I would like to do 2 more things. I'd like to do an Arcana check, and then a survival check to make sure we're going in the right direction.
You don't need to do the survival check to know that you're going in the same direction, the right direction. You're actually a little bit more familiar with this side of the river. Okay. It feels better to you, but I will take the Arcana check.
20.
Okay. Fucking hell, Chris, you're on fire today. The darkness definitely felt like it's more behind you now, maybe a little bit under you, in terms of elevation. But there's still that magical sort of candy floss feeling you're getting, just for a generalization of this place. But there's also a new taste coming in, an icy taste. And that icy taste is up ahead.
I think we're getting closer. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I left your sleigh on the other side of the river, so we're gonna have to hoof it from here. Well, you're gonna have to hoof it from here.
Well,
my apologies on.
That's 10 minutes of work that's gone. However long that took.
Oh, stop complaining. We got a job to do. Come on.
Okay, so the
bear. What do you mean we've got a job to do? You spent most of your time sleeping on the back of that sled.
Yeah, thanks for the cover fire, Tux.
Yeah.
As the penguins continue their bickering, the bear leads the way through the forest, and you notice that now the ground is starting to be a bit more of an incline. You think you're going uphill, and after about an hour and a half of walking, you're quite high up. You're heading towards a mountainous pass. Thorin, you know that this is one of the final landmarks that you went past last time you saw the chimney. So you're definitely in the right direction. And
well, we're almost there, guys. That's good news, I guess.
You continue your climb, and you continue into a mountainous sort of shallow pass. Give me a perception check. All of you, this is.
Well, 7. Okay.
Yeah, your luck had to run out at some point.
6. Oh God.
3.
I want to just reiterate to everybody listening on the podcast. That's like I don't even know how many times we've rolled a 6 on a perception check. One time, everybody but one person in the party rolled a 6 on a perception check earlier. So.
None of you see anything, but Zip, you get a strange feeling like you're being watched.
I always have that feeling.
So the party continues on through the pass.
It's
and
that oppressive corporate atmosphere. It wears down on you.
As you get to the top, it sort of levels out again and hits more forest. Like you're at like another layer almost. But it's a lot colder. You're at a lot higher altitude now. So
this is what I'm talking about. It's brisk. It's good.
It's a little bit colder. There's a bit more of a wind.
Good. I love a place that makes your face hurt.
Are you guys gonna just continue walking on?
Since like I know where I am, do I have an estimate of how long it's gonna be?
As in to where you think the chimney is?
Yeah.
Another hour, 2 hours, depending
Okay.
on the speed of the penguins and the amount of bickering. Yeah, you can surmise that it's the next 2 hours tops.
How do you guys feel about taking a break here, recuperating, having something to eat for like half an hour?
Yeah, all right.
I guess. I mean, we're pretty good.
No. We've been walking uphill for an hour and a half. I don't have knees. I'm very tired, and this bear moves bloody fast.
Complain,
Yeah, I can go with that.
Complain, Finn. That's how it's been.
Well, apparently that's all I'm good for, according to you. So I may as well do it well.
Oh, good. I get my running back.
Okay, so you guys are gonna take a break?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break.
Oh, that's a bad thing. I just noticed I had navigator tools this whole time.
Yeah. Just as a
I did
point of
say
reference.
everybody check their inventories.
Just as a point of reference, I'm an expert of the wilds, but I'm not proficient in survival.
I am. Oh, that's something
See,
else.
had you also mentioned some elements of your character sheets, and argued stuff with me, I might have allowed different roles. I had.
What is your survival, Lauren?
1.
1. I have a 2, so it wouldn't have made it.
It doesn't matter.
So you managed to find a small clearing up ahead, a couple of like stumped logs and stuff. You think it would be a nice place to just stop for a while?
Can eat a little.
Are you gonna short rest this or long rest this?
Short rest.
Okay, so you're going 30 minutes.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use all the normal short rest rules if you want to roll a hit die, try and recuperate characters if you want to. You can eat, all that sort of things. Just a question for my notes: is anybody keeping watch?
Yes.
Me.
I
will.
will be keeping.
Well, you're taking
I'm
a
gonna
walk.
keep-
You're resting. I'll watch because I don't
Yeah.
need anything.
Someone who's not spending hit die will have to do it.
I'm not gonna spend any hit die
I
because
am.
I've only lost 3. But
Okay.
I just want to be able to like rest my muscles a little bit so I can run on all 4s if I need to.
Okay, Zip, and anyone who's not doing spending their hit die or eating or anything, give me a perception check.
17.
12.
19.
Okay. Tux and Zip, the entire time you are there, you definitely get the feeling you're being watched. And Zip, you think you see some eyes, like, ahead. But they haven't been moving. And then you lose sight of
I
them.
see those all the time. No. Okay. I inform the party that I see something.
What do you see?
We see eyes.
I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely something, though.
What kind of something?
Check his pipe.
Something.
Did you see eyes?
Yes.
Like a hind leg?
Yes, thank you. I was with the words. I couldn't think of them.
Seriously, check his pipe.
I don't work outside
eyes?
a lot. Yes.
Uh-huh. What color eyes?
What color eyes do you
You saw like an off yellow. They kind of glowed a little bit. I
have? Can
wouldn't say
penguins see color?
you guys
Sentient
can.
ones.
Did
Sentient
these,
special agent penguins can see
It's-
color. Yes.
did these
It's
eyes like
off gray.
kind of like flash brightly and then disappear entirely? Because if they have, I've seen this movie.
We're not in a
Yellow, you
movie.
said?
This is real life. We're on a job. Get your shit together.
You
We saw
said
something.
yellow?
It's real.
Yeah, it could have been yellow. I mean, it's probably like a dark ochre or something like that.
Where did you see them?
Ochre.
How
yeah.
on earth did
Maybe
I-
ochre or light
Look at that.
sand.
So it could have been Heimdall watching this. I mean, that would make sense.
Don't know who that is.
Anyways, okay, just keep an eye out for more.
Were they ahead of us? Behind us?
I am
Yes.
going to have my hand crossbow readied.
Okay.
I'm going to sharpen my sword of sharpness.
Okay. It
And,
gets towards the end of the rest, unless anyone's doing anything else in particular.
Nope.
When you guys hear a large rustling, and you don't quite know how this thing got so damn close, but you all see.
Roll the 19. Ha!
Yeah, I know you did. And you don't know how this thing got so damn close, but you're all startled when you just hear a. And can you all quickly show me what languages you speak?
Penguin in common.
Yeah, penguin in common.
How do you
Common,
speak-
penguin,
oh.
elven, and yeti.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
everyone.
what you hear is a you just hear like a proper Englishman. Hello, gentlemen. How are you doing? Oh, we just hear.
Arg.
Harsh,
ruined
man.
my joke.
Harsh.
God damn it.
The tropes are real.
You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick, Mitch. You gotta be quick.
You spoke before I could. Yeah. So Finn, whilst all of your two brothers and the bear looked stunned and shocked into silence, you hear, "What the bloody hell are you guys doing here?"
All belong to us.
And I'm gonna quickly switch you all to a nicely prepared map.
To be fair, Midge, that might be something I would have done in my campaign. Everybody just hears the eldritch horrors coming out from behind a bush.
So because he's the one that's
Gentlemen, I'm
understood,
unarmed.
Finn.
But just so I know, which
where am I?
penguin is which?
You can't tell us apart, you.
Tux is the one in the tuxedo.
Yeah.
The one with the fur on its head is
Me.
Is Finn, and then the chubby one is the chubby one.
The one with the giant plate breast.
Is
the
it?
breastplate.
Right, okay.
I can't select my character.
Yeah, I can't either.
No, neither can I.
Oh, why can you not select?
You
your
have to
characters?
actually enable it on the token itself by saying that we have the ability of editing and everything with that token.
How do I do that?
Go into the actual token, edit it. Make sure it's on the token layer as well. It's not on like the.
Yeah. Represent. Okay, I found it.
Can I talk to the yeti now?
Yeah. Yo.
Alright, buddy. Now, here's the deal. We are going to the chimney because someone's been kidnapped and they're being held there, and we've got to do it to save the land. It's nothing personal. We're sorry we're coming through your gaff. I understand it's very pretty, It's very nice. We like it, but we kind of have to go through as quickly as possible.
So all the other two penguins and the bear, what you've just heard is and then Finn turn around and go like back.
So like normal then.
Finn, I need you to roll a persuasion check.
By the way, I can't control my token.
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Technical difficulties.
I'm learning the system.
13.
Okay, give me a moment.
Unless he gets advantage.
Then he got a 21.
Give me the advantage. Give
Just
me
speak
the
Yeti.
advantage. I do speak Yeti.
Okay, Jet, 2 seconds. I'm just doing the last penguin. Okay, you should now all be able to move your characters.
I can.
Okay,
Yay.
you gave us 13. Where is why is his character sheet closed? I don't want his character sheet to have closed. It's because I've changed tab, that's why. Okay, he... well, he's taken aback by the fact that you're speaking Yeti back at him. He's quite happy. He seems quite pleased at that, but he goes, Chimney, I don't know what you mean. And he is just gonna like edge slightly closer. Others, what are you doing? You've just seen one of the penguins talk, and then the Yeti talk back, and then move towards you.
What's he doing? What's he doing? I'm just
Back
using my
up.
crossbow.
Back it up. Put your weapons away. We're on his territory.
That's...
As a
That's gonna be a
bear, you
problem,
would understand
because
that, wouldn't you?
Well, look between the two brothers. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Ziff?
I'm gonna put myself between the two penguins that aren't talking to the Yeti.
Right, so I'm talking to Tux in Penguin. So, because we can both speak Penguin,
Yeah.
the bear can't speak it, and I'm assuming the Yeti can't speak Penguin, or probably would have started with that.
Yeah.
Instead of scaring the shit out of all of us. So let's just...
Funny enough, the Yeti speaks Yeti.
yeah, thought so. And also, funny enough, Sylvan. Huh, weird.
No, it does speak another language.
Oh, Undercommon?
No.
Okay, Tux.
Bear.
Let's let Finn deal with this for right now, but if anything goes tits up, let's just get in a position where you're not on the front line. Actually, what are you as a class? I don't think are you like a rogue or bard? Where you're not at the front line. I'll be in front. Just get behind me. Let's just do that. Just get behind me. Things go tits up. We'll let the bear handle it.
Yeah, well, I can speak other languages too, and then I'm just gonna start blabbering to myself in Elven and Yersian. You're saying?
Ursane. That's the bear. That's the bear language.
Just like
After Earth.
Are you talking Elven?
In those
Are you talking to
A
Elven?
variation on like Ursine.
Are you talking
Yeah,
Elven or bear?
both. I'm just switching between the two in a conversation with myself about how penguins are annoying.
So
Yes.
and
Finn's
that they're
gonna
almost
understand
the
half
level
of that.
Yes,
because
I'm
he
going to
speaks
understand.
Elven.
And how they're almost at the same level as apes or humans right now. While I move between the two non-Yeti talking penguins.
Okay. Finn, are you responding to the Yeti?
I am responding to the Yeti. I don't know what he said the second time though, because you just started saying he was moving forwards and he was going.
Yeah, before then he said he was taken aback that you spoke Yeti. Is like,
Right, sorry, yeah.
He doesn't quite believe what you sense an unease in the Yeti man.
Okay. Listen, bud. We didn't know this was your land. We wouldn't have come here if we did, because you have to ask permission before you walk through someone's front garden. It's kind of the way to thing. So we're very, very sorry. If you want us to leave and go another way, we will. But we are on a mission to rescue someone who's been kidnapped. So if we could just go through, you can follow us the whole way. Make sure that we don't go somewhere we shouldn't go. We're quite happy with that. We're trying to do something good. That's all.
Persuasion check.
Come on, be a good one this time. Oh, for crying out loud.
11.
Someone is missing, you say?
Indeed.
Well, and you, all of you notice this Yeti like, and then lean on the large. Oh, you guys can't actually see the rock on the map because I haven't revealed it on the layer. There's a rock to his left, and he just sort of leans on it, sort of contemplatively. I suppose I don't know what to do with that. How do you speak Yeti?
I'm an adventurer. You pick up a lot of things, but basically there was a Yeti when I got trapped in some woods, and they were really nice to me, and I kind of had to pick up the language so we could communicate.
An adventurer! Ooh, well, you didn't say so. What is your name, sir?
My name's Finn.
Finn. I am Derek.
Derek! Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, very nice to meet you. And you guys see this rather excited Yeti strumble quite quickly towards the group.
Yeah.
Wait.
Finn.
Wait. Everything's fine.
And he just sort of crouches down.
Steady, boys. Steady.
Grabs his arm, sort of like puts his really large hand out towards Finn to almost like shake the hand, sort of thing.
Yeah. His name's Derek.
Are you saying this in Penguin or Common?
I'm saying it in common, so everyone can hear it. His name's Derek. This is his mountain.
Do that really slow wave thing and say, Tux.
Hi.
Hi.
They're saying hi, mate. Don't worry. Put your weapons away, lads.
Well, what is it you said you were looking for again?
I can't remember because I forgot to write the guy's names down earlier on. Everyone got it?
Q.
Q. We're looking for Q. We're looking for a man called Q.
Played by John Delancey.
Yes. The only Q.
I have not seen
his
a
name's
human
Thomas, isn't it?
round here in...
Sorry, what's his name, sorry?
Thomas.
What's his first
Thomas
name?
Tinker something.
Thomas Tinker.
He's like it was something Tinker something. Yeah.
Ish.
Pinkerton?
Ish, right?
Whatever you give me is what Derek's gonna go with. But
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking people.
See, Zip knows. Roach doesn't.
Okay. Finn, are you outright asking the guys what the name of the guy you're looking for is?
Yes.
Okay.
In common.
All of you roll a history check.
That's fair.
8.
I got 3.
18.
Okay,
Zip
you
doesn't he know?
Zip, you remember, and Tux, you also know this because you've met the person before. Because this guy always helped you guys out on your missions. This is Samuel TikTok that you're looking for.
Samuel TikTok. There we go.
Alright,
Yes,
guys.
Samuel TikTok.
And he is not a man either. He is a gnome.
TikTok. Okay, so we're looking for a man called Samuel TikTok. All right, and he's a gnome and he works with the people we work with. He supplies all our gear and things like that.
Hold on, I've got a... So he's a man and a gnome?
No, it's just a way of speaking, buddy. He's a gnome. We just go, all right, man. You know, that kind of stuff.
Right. What are you?
I'm a penguin.
You just about said elf.
Yeah, well,
A penguin. I remember those. Yes.
can't fly,
tasted
but really,
very
really
good.
good swimmers.
It's been a long time. Penguins do not tend to come up the mountain.
I know.
And I have not been down in many, many, many years. That reminds me of the time. And he then spirals on a story of the last time he saw penguins. You guys all know that even though the rest of you can't understand, you kind of get the feeling that
This is a
So
story.
So we're just hearing from our end, just like it goes.
Yes, essentially.
Finn, do you think you can talk him into letting us go by so we can continue on? I don't want to be with you any longer than I have.
I appreciate that, buddy, but when it's a Yeti, they do things in their own time. If you force them to do something, they get violent.
Is he an ent?
No, Ents just go, we're going to kill you. After 23 minutes of talking.
Tree, I am no tree.
So, why don't you, Thorin, sit down, take a load off, relax.
And I really enjoyed the way their flippers sort of slid down the ice. He continues on.
It's my favourite thing, that is slide along the ice. It's great. Especially when you get enough speed up, yeah.
But he finishes his ramble and he's like, it's been about 10 minutes. It's been a long story.
Finn, has he mentioned any like giant swarms of zombie penguins recently?
Oh no, that's a thing in this area. Don't worry about it.
And,
I should have told you before, but I forgot.
And he goes, "Oh,
Seems like
yeah,
something
yes,
I'd
but
hear
you're
about."
an adventurer, aren't you?" "Yes, sir. I used to be an adventurer myself, and well,
I swear to God, if you say
I think I might know what you're looking for."
Really? You know where the chimney is?
"I certainly do."
Does he know what a chimney
Okay.
is?
Could you describe it to me, where it is?
"I can do you one better, good Sir Penguin. I can show you."
Right. Yeah.
And he offers you his hand.
No.
Do you take his hand?
He's just cutting the flipper across the neck. Cutting the zip, just like, no.
Thorin's fallen asleep by now. He just decided to take a nap.
Well, I can't go without
Where
my
are
friends. I need my friends with me because we're a group.
You're a bear snoring in the background.
We're not going far, I promise.
Just as far as my outfit.
Boys, wake the bear.
I didn't know it was hibernation season.
It's snowing. It's always
I take some
happening.
of the wood from the pile next to me and throw it at the bear.
Danger!
Ben, are you accepting or are you not accepting?
I'm not accepting. I need my friends with me first.
What's going on?
We're being taken someplace. Get
Yeah.
up.
I can probably
Okay.
take the other small one. The other two might have to wait here a moment.
Oh, are you conveying this to us in any way?
I am basically translating in common the whole time.
Well, I'll put the. Which small one is he taking of you?
I think he's taking Tux.
Finn, you can talk to him. Finn, you can talk to him. It's you. You have to go. If we've got to go.
No, he said he can take me and one other.
And one other.
And he said one other small one.
I voluntold Zip.
I'm not as small as Zip. It is not small.
Noticeably, the Yeti is now doing like signals to when you're, like when you're trying to order food in a foreign country and you just kind of do hand just. He's going like over the two small ones. Is that?
All right, I'm going to.
Can I try and mime? Can we trust you?
I'm gonna pick up Zip and like kind of like set him on my shoulder and just tell Finn that we'll just follow behind.
You'll follow behind.
Demeaning.
And the mouth was shut.
What are you doing,
guys?
What are you doing, guys?
Right.
Well, I've apparently been voluntold to be the other penguin to go with the Yeti.
Yeah, you're going with me. And you're going to follow behind.
Are you
accepting the Yeti?
I'm sorting things out with my party here. Just 1 second, please, Mr. Yeti.
He gets noticeably a little bit frustrated by it.
Just take the hand. We'll follow.
All right. Okay.
You're fucking.
I want to let you know, Thorin, if my brothers die because of this, I'm gonna kill you.
It's okay, I'll throw you down this cliff and you won't.
Okay.
Remember.
All right, let's go.
Understands nodding, so
Yes.
he sees that you're all inclined to agree, and he swoops the two small penguins up and throws them onto his shoulder. And he like gestures so you can grab like his hair, his very long hair, and you see him sort of take a step back and look towards the large rock that he was like leaning on earlier, and he runs full bore at the rock and then uses it to perch up and jumps, and he starts rapidly climbing up the trees right to the top, and you are zoomed straight through the tree cover until you are above the trees, and in the distance you see a large metal spire.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do that.
And he goes, "See over there? I think that might be what you're talking about."
That might well be it. Tux, what do you think?
Yeah, that's it right there. Yep. Can we get down now, please?
Tux doesn't do well with heights. Any chance of getting back down?
Certainly! And he literally just lets go of the tree and falls all the way down, lands back in the camp. And he's just like, fine. He takes the two penguins off his back and gestures to follow.
Thank you, buddy. We're going that way. We've seen the tower.
In that case, I'm going to set the fat penguin down back on the ground and just walk.
I place one of my flipper wings on Finn and say, "If that ever happens again, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah, and I said that about with you crashing a sleigh, didn't I?
We see like a small smoke cloud from down the valley. It's got a scar through the forest where its landing site was.
I'm gonna follow the Yeti. I don't care about the rest of the.
Oh!
If we go back to that sleigh and the little machine guy like fought off the zombies and he's still fixing the damn thing. There's like 20 of them piled around the sleigh and he's
like that scene in Black Hawk Down where the two Delta Force operators in the nook or in the black.
Just sat there.
So Derek leads the group of you to the base of the lost chimney. All the while, he's been telling stories to Finn about his time as a Yeti and his brothers and his family and
about his time as a Yeti. Was there a point where he wasn't a Yeti? Is that what you just indicated?
Yeah, when he was younger, he was just a Yet. You don't get the eye until you turn into like puberty.
I sometimes regale young children with my time as being a human.
I mean, none of us are Yetis, of course.
No, I actually.
You can't.
Zip doesn't care. Zip doesn't care. This is Roach pointing out an inconsistency.
You said it was an inconsistency.
It's not an inconsistency.
He's telling us what it's like to be a Yeti, because none of us are Yetis.
I guess that is the point.
But you reach the
Bear man.
You reach the bottom of this large metal spire, which seems to be an old industrial chimney for an underground workshop that has long ceased in operation.
How tall is it?
200 foot.
Oh, just enough for a rope.
How is it made? How's it made?
Large cast iron.
Oh, it's just an iron tube going up? Is that what you're saying?
Is there any way up it,
Yeah,
or
give me a perception check, guys.
Okay. Oh, before we do, I just want to say thank you very much for your help there, buddy. We do appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. I
rolled a 4.
You got a 4, an 11. Easy.
An 8.
An 8.
13.
Okay.
Oh
Tux,
wow, yes.
I'm gonna whisper you something on Discord.
Okay.
The rest of you have a large metal chimney in front of you.
That's it. That's what we've got.
I wonder if the sword of sharpness can cut through the metal, and we could just like, right at the ground level, just cut it off. Then let it fall, but then we can just we don't have to climb it to get in.
Have you ever cut down a tree the proper way?
Yes.
Where you make a notch. I could hit it. You cut a notch on one side. I hit it from the other side, and just fall.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. It's an abandoned chimney. It's not like
it hurts me that we're actually starting to work together.
Shh. Brothers.
I'm not your brother.
I have. Shh. I have a better idea.
Okay.
The door on our left. And I point to the door.
And you point to the door, and you also notice that Derek is now also stood next to the door, sort of with his thumb out, like.
Oh.
Zip's still looking at the chimney because his brother's the one that suggested it. So Zip's still looking at the chimney, just like it's like he's got a sword in his hand. And he's looking at it, and like trying to get the angle right.
And after he points it out, Tux, is what you see. There's like a service entrance. It's like a it's a big enough door that the large bear could get through, but the abominable snowman that is with you is probably going to struggle.
Are we taking him with us?
Of course we are.
Well, he's not getting any of my money from this, so.
And Derek says to you, Finn, if you don't mind, I'm going to wait out here. Make sure the coast is clear. I want to help you on your mission, but I don't think I'll fit inside.
Derek, it's okay, mate. You've been a great help. I would appreciate if you would guard outside for us.
Yes, Captain! And he like salutes you and sort of jump, and he just jumps into one of the nearby trees, and he's like, you just see him like overwatching.
He's a huge Yeti. So does the tree sag slightly when he goes and jumps in it? Like,
surprisingly, no.
Think of a Yeti like an elf when it comes to trees. You know, elves don't leave any footprints.
A really fucking big one.
Exactly.
Yeah, physically think like that.
They're so used to all the climbing and everything. They're very good at displacing their weight. Like, so they put like pressure through their feet, and they make sure everything like sort of stays upright and such.
Anyway,
Derek's walk on top.
Exactly. Derek says he's going to stay outside. He won't fit in through the door very well, so he's going to stay out here and watch our backs.
Right. Okay.
Given his behaviour so far, I think we should say he's probably trustworthy. You know, more than say my brothers.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Screw you, Finn. I've been nothing but helpful during this trip, and I resent that.
Slightly demeaning, but well, just whatever. Let's go. Get in.
Okay, are you all going inside?
Yes.
I'm gonna be the last one in.
Gonna be the last one in. Okay. So you go inside and you are met by dark corridors. Not dark enough that you can't see. It's strange. You feel like that it's being somewhat magically lit. It's almost like the same sort of essence that sort of lights the sky outside, but interior.
So you say we have
Oh, wait.
skylights?
I'm sorry. One question: is this the chimney? Since I know what I'm looking for, is this actually the chimney?
Yes,
Probably
it's
should have
the
asked this. Okay.
This is where you're meant to be. Yes.
Okay. Just wanted.
No, we found a completely unrelated
There's a couple of
underground
them
abandoned
here.
factory.
There's a couple
And,
around the area.
And you continue on, and when suddenly you're going down this corridor for quite a while, and it's just going straight for a long time. When suddenly the floor beneath you kind of just gives way, and you are dropped into a chamber.
All of us, or just
all
the
of
big
you.
guy? Oh.
All of you. It's not a far drop.
Hacking. Penguin.
But you are dropped into a chamber, which you should now have on your screen.
We do.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's a chamber that I cannot line up with my D&D overlay because it's on the far left. Oh no, I know what I can do. There we go.
Wait a minute.
And what you see in these chambers are a number of machines lined around the things. Do you think they could be like original factory machines? But you'd have to take a closer look to check. And there's also a number of doors, as you can. You should be able to see. Hold on, let me make sure that I'll just ping them now. There's a number of doors to this room.
Yeah, I see
And
it.
there's one at the south as well.
I would like to inspect the machines. Especially the one that looks suspiciously like a time machine device.
Okay. Can you give me an investigation check?
$11.
Yeah, that'll do. You look at the machines, and you're not quite sure what kind of machines they are, but you notice that they're all connected to some wiring, and the wiring connects to some pressure plates on the floor. Which would be these things.
Mm.
Interesting.
Very.
That's all you get with an 11.
I do an investigation check.
You may all do an investigation check, should you wish, yes.
I will assist my brother to give him advantage.
Okay.
I
Give
got
him critical success.
22.
indeed.
And a 7.
So, critical success. Okay, Finn, you look at the wiring, and you kind of put 2 and 2 together with what this has like been like what you've seen before in say where you're from in the workshops and such, and you can assume that both these machines are different types of electrical magical generators, and they are linked up to power the pressure plates, and also they look like that some of the wires head towards the doors.
Okay. Do I tell everyone that? I think I do. Everyone, no, I've just told you that.
Do you know
Let's
what they
see
do?
what my intelligence
No.
is. What if
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
pressure plates, you stand on them and they open the secret passages? Because that's totally what the secret organizations do, don't you remember?
I'm gonna go try and open one of the doors.
Zip stands on one of the pressure plates. He rolled a 4
Hold
on
on.
an intelligence check.
Hold
So
on.
he has no impulse control.
Hold on. Chris, go first.
I'm gonna try and open one of the doors, the northernmost door. Also, I want to see if I can fit through the doors. Because I'm quite large.
You can fit through some of the doors, not all of them.
Okay.
So you could fit through. It looks like you could fit through this door here, but not the north or south door.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and open the
One you could fit through.
door that I can fit through.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
7.
Yeah, it didn't budge. Which pressure plate are you walking onto, Roach?
The closest one to me, because when Tux gave that suggestion, Zip thinks that's fucking smart. And
Go ahead and move yourself onto the pressure plate then. And I need to quickly switch what layer I'm on because you notice that as you stand on the pressure plate, you hear a click and a jolt of energy, but the door at the top over here is going to open.
This might be one of the puzzle things, my friends.
You're a genius, Zip.
Yes. No, I'm Tux. You're Zip.
Zip.
Oh, Zip, Tux.
Zip specifically. Zip, give me a perception check.
That wasn't being self-aggrandizing. I actually just kind of mixed the names up for a second there.
No, that's fine. My character rolled with it.
Yep. Yeah.
That one.
Nope.
Zip is legitimately amazed by his brother's intelligence.
Yeah.
Rolled a 1 on that perception.
Yeah,
Critical
that's a
fail.
You didn't
Genius!
notice anything.
I'm gonna try the southern door. Because I seen the other one open.
Right. So what we got here is probably a puzzle. Where you're standing on that one, opens that door. So someone needs to go through there to open a puzzle over there. And then someone's got to stand on this one and that one. So it's all a big puzzle, right?
Yeah, I
You're
can't
going to unlock
fit
a secret
through
entrance.
Doors.
Hey Finn, why don't you stand on the other pressure plate? He rolled a 2 on his intelligence check. So he still thinks this is a good idea, so.
Right.
I don't think it's a good idea. Zip does though.
I need you to, if you're going to stand on things or investigate things, I need you guys to actually be moving your tokens now.
Can't even select it.
You should be able to.
Nope. Can't even select it, buddy.
Then I've made a mistake.
I had mine. But
give me a sec. I need to change layer. God, this DM stuff is.
Come on, monkey, dance.
That okay? It didn't save for you. Hold on, you should. Be
I got it.
Fine now. There you go.
I'm going through the door.
I'm going through the passage.
Okay,
You stay. Oh, all right, you go down there. Tell us what you see.
I see a corridor.
Tell me, Finn. What do your penguin eyes see?
I see a. I see.
Chris, are you going to try and budge the door? At the south? Give me a strength.
I see a corner in the
It
corridor,
does not budge.
but nothing else. It's just a wall of black.
You do technically. Sorry, it didn't reveal properly. There is a little bit of a door there. There's a door there as well. You find another one of the doors, like the others.
Okay, I found another door.
Another door.
I'm gonna step on the plate.
Okay,
The other
give me 2 seconds. You hear another jolt of energy and a boom, and hold on, don't move yet because.
Thanks, guys.
Wait for it. It's not quite done yet.
You've cut me off.
Now you know why I paid for the next level, so it automatically did this.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, is that thing just pumping gas into the chamber now? It's just gonna suffocate us.
Not yet.
Not that I know that that's there.
No. So, Finn, what you see is another large chamber with another similar machine and another machine to the left of that.
Investigation check.
On.
The machine to my south.
Okay.
We're gonna get stuck. That's
Oh,
be
yeah.
a problem.
That machine is, yeah, you see another machine there, and it looks like the ones in the other room with a little bit more power to it, you'd think. You also notice that there is 3 cables coming from this one, some that are connecting to some of the doors, and one that is connecting to the large machine to the other side of the room.
I investigate that machine.
You see what you can only assume is a large pumping mechanism, which connects to the 2 rooms, and there's like a shut-on, shut-off valve at the top, from what you can tell. You can't see any sort of material in it. It seems to be dormant.
Right. Okay. I shout this through to my compatriots.
Can we hear him at all through the
Perception
walls?
check.
Who, me or them?
Them.
Them. Aha.
16, finally.
9.
Grant, you hear
Finn.
You hear him the other side, but not what he's saying. The rest of you don't hear anything.
I think your whatever he's called is trying to say something, but I can't understand what he's saying.
Brother.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Can't understand what he's saying, but he's trying to say something. I think that, or he's just talking to himself. I don't know.
Don't die, Finn! I don't want to have to explain that to Mother.
Now, Tux, why don't you go look at the doors on the south? Because I can see it open down there.
Okay.
Tux, you see 2 large doors, much like the ones in the other room.
Huh.
Okay, he just rolled a 1.
Just doors on the other side.
Before Tux gets back, because he's he rolled an intelligence score of 1 for Zip, with no modifiers on this. Zip's going to step off his pressure plate and kind of go to the southern door.
Okay. Give me. Wait! Stop! You've walked off the pressure plate.
Door closes.
The southern door. Oh shit! I can't fucking.
When it's not reveal area, you're supposed to put the fog back down. There you go.
There's a hide area, but this door opens.
Hey, I figured it out. I think. What? And does anything happen in the south where Tux is at?
Nope, he is trapped in a corridor.
It's not.
Hey, Fatty, what's your brother's name?
Finn,
What?
you randomly see the door, the larger door, next to the pumping mechanism, swing open.
Okay.
Hey,
Someone open that door.
You can hear him fine now.
Finn, we
Yes!
lost Tux.
You look.
hey, what's your name?
Finn.
Fatty,
Oh, that's Zip.
Happy
Zip, yeah. Come stand on my plate, because I can fit in the bigger door. I'll go see what's in there, and then we can go.
That sounds like a reasonable plan. You rolled an 18 on that check.
Okay, so slowly do this because I've got to switch the light again.
I'm gonna wait until he's standing on the plate, like.
Okay, then I don't need to.
And then
Thank you. So yeah, just move your character token through. Fantastic.
Shorty,
Yeah.
you get out of here, and then I'm gonna step on the plate, and then we'll see what happens. Just make sure you're not in here when I do that,
Why?
because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I
Right.
want more. There's nothing else to do in here.
You're assuming it only takes the weight of one person. There.
I'm a rather big person compared to you,
Oh, I
Thank
see.
you.
Sizes now. Gotcha.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna step on the platform.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're stepping on that platform. Hold on, I've got to just check my platform maps. Okay. This door closes.
The room begins.
This
to
door
slow.
closes.
And gas starts seeping into the other room, and you're killing us now.
Well,
wait for it. This door. What is it? Oh, it's polygon reveal. That's why. Fucking. This door opens. This door opens. Sorry. And you hear a large thumping.
That's not good.
Bearman, give me a perception check, please.
You really are gonna gas us.
Yeah, you are.
7.
It's not that hard to notice, but you see that the mechanisms on the large machine, the other side of the room, started moving.
Okay.
Did anything happen down south?
Yeah, the door opened. I can see you.
No, I mean the other doors in the hallway there.
Not from what you can see.
Step on the other plate again. Step on the other plate again.
Hang on.
Finn, get on the plate.
I'll go. I'll do it.
You're stepping on all three?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
The atomic
Oh,
weapon
no.
that was triggered by all these nukes finally went off.
Okay. Pause.
Pause.
Ushered in the Third World War with Russia.
I need you all to be ready to select your tokens.
Yes.
Yeah, I have it selected.
Yeah.
That door closed.
Oh God.
These doors.
Just
All
all
open.
the doors start like. Just...
The machine. You guys hear? Well, actually, the bear hears that the machine is starting to churn and churn. It's getting faster. But I also all need you to select your tokens in a moment and roll initiative.
Great.
Oh goody.
Say when.
Yeah. How do I get the initiative order up?
We're all gonna die.
It's the
We're
it's
all
the little
gonna
time
die.
piece, little timepiece thing. It's like the little clock. There you go.
Turn order. Everybody selects their tokens.
I am so good. That's with a -1 too, so
I've only got my name on this.
Oh.
Yeah, same here.
Same here.
I've got all of your names currently.
That's
Okay.
because you're the GM. You have to be. It has to be enabled that we can see the names of other people's tokens. So show named all that kind of stuff.
Is that in the token settings?
Yes. That's why you can't see the names of the creatures that I use for my monster manual and stuff, because their tokens don't have their names visible to everybody. So in the turn order, they're not there.
Trying to find
It's in
the
this-
roll on a character on an NPC sheet.
It's NPC sheet.
Yeah.
I'll just get my roll 20 thing up here. The NPC sheet, if you're using the standard NPC format for it, then second while I load up Sleeping Giant Season 2.
Links are in the description.
Yep. And let's see here.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
You guys have activated my trap card quite heavily.
You give us 3 buttons to push. What we're gonna do?
Apparently, the perfect order.
Really?
All right. What you do? The initiative thing is on the right side. Like if you go across from armor class, there's a little D20 that says init.
Yeah.
That's how you do that.
Oh, you guys got lucky.
Oh, really?
And then you can array this in the correct order by going to the settings of the turn order and then descending. So that it goes. So
we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Guys, so to show their names on the turn order, do I hit show nameplate?
You would go to their token. You click the little cog wheel. You'd go to show nameplate.
Yep.
And then you would go to advanced, and then you would have name C on that.
Yep.
And then you'd save changes.
Okay.
So you should now see one on the.
Yeah, I can see Finn now.
Okay, cool. I'll just quickly do those.
That probably would have been 10 times as helpful whenever we were trying to figure out who was who, everything from earlier on, which penguin was which.
I do apologize for that.
I didn't even notice.
Noob.
Like I said, first time DMing.
Yep.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I knew we should have kept that sled with us because we could have brought it in here and used it as a weight for one of these.
We're all gonna die. Oh yes, we are.
How much does the penguin weigh?
Which one? There's 2 types. There's them and there's me. I'm the big one.
The lightest penguin.
The littlest penguin.
They'd have to tell you, but I don't think we have that. I mean, I weigh 160 pounds.
Anyway, it is Zip's turn.
Zip. Okay. I haven't been writing down the door sequence. Okay. Alright, what has been said so far? Is it just the Tux just sees that down there and just like, do we let a yell? Like, is there anything wrong? Do we know of anything being wrong right now?
For you guys, other than all the doors in your room have closed, no.
Great.
Zip steps off of his, so he'll step off of the pressure plate. 5.
Okay, stop there.
Now we know something's wrong.
All the doors swing open.
Oh boy.
All of them?
Yep.
Oh.
I say we all get.
You hit the one wrong pressure plate pretty much. Like you did the side to side basically. Had you gone the way that, had you hit like this combination first, so certain things might not have happened. You can assume. I don't have any battle
10,
music lined
15,
up.
20,
What's good battle
25.
music?
Second, I'm going to use my action to just do another thing, sprint to Tux, because things have happened. And that'd be another 5, 10. Well, no, it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then that would be the end of my movement and action movement, as I would probably see the throne room and say, problem.
I'm going to run towards the big bear to help back him up because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that one will do.
I think I can only move 5, isn't it?
Can I fit in this door? Down
You
here?
can. You, 'Can, this southern door you can fit through, yes.
Okay.
You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes.
Now we know something's wrong.
You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this southern door you can fit through, yes. You can, this Yes.
Okay, good. Are you just using half your movement? You're not gonna double.
Oh yeah, I
Double
completely
dash.
forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
And as he left that other pressure plate, what happened?
Nothing has happened now.
Oh, so now it's just a lock. So now everything's just open.
But you do notice that there is still the pump machine is still winding up. Finn, because now Finn, you're on the other side of it, and you saw this dormant machine before. You now notice from what you've seen before that there's 2 bellows at the top, slowly.
Great. Okay, that wasn't doing that before. What did you do?
What does it look like I did? I stepped on the plate.
So I think it's now Tux's turn.
It is.
It is. I'm gonna come in.
Got to get used to.
I don't know any better. And what do I see?
You, Tux, have entered what looks to be a throne room with a woman. There's a woman there. She's skin and hair, a deep cyan. Her robes to match. She sat on a throne, but she's noticeably staring at you. And she gives a small grimace.
I'll raise my hand crossbow and go, PIA! Hands up!
Penguin Intelligence Agency.
That's not the name of your agency. Your agency name is in the character.
We all just funnel into the room, stacked up by each other. But there's the ground! But there's the ground!
The blue things in the throne room that you can all see on the map is they are like magical braziers. They're not pillars or anything. For a smaller penguin, they might be able to be hidden.
Ah, like a rogue penguin.
Maybe.
So not a 9-foot bear.
No,
Yeah,
not
I'm
a
gonna-
nine. These are like 2 foot high.
So I could pick it up.
You could, maybe.
Maybe. I'm gonna roll forwards into cover by the brazier and fire my hand crossbow at the bitch.
Okay.
Ah!
Go for it. Oh my god, you critted! Double crit! Let's see what you
Double
roll.
crit. All the way. What could it mean?
Oh.
Wow, 9.
Oh,
That's-
that's so bad. You rolled a critical on your first damage die, but your second damage die you rolled a 1.
No, I got a 6 on a 1d6 plus the 2, and then it was the crit
Okay.
dice that I've
You
got
doing
1.
anything else?
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. You're right. It's the crit, and then it's a nat 1. No, that's it. I think. Or do I have bonus actions?
If you're a
I have
rogue,
bonus
what,
action.
or you're a bard.
He's the
Bard.
I'm a
bard.
bard. Do have bonus actions. I'm not used to bards, so.
Some stuff for bards is bonus
Really
actions,
just
yeah. Healing it tends to be, but there is some bonus actions for penguins as well. Just point that
Yeah.
out. Specifically slippery penguins. And also with College of Satire, you have Tumbling Fool. I can't remember if that's an action or a bonus action.
It's an action. That's an action. 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 No, that's it. That's me.
Okay, so it is her turn. She is. Okay, I'm gonna need you, Tux, to make. You're the only person that she sees currently. She's gonna just say, A mere penguin. Is that what's come to see me? And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Could we all hear that?
Yes. I'll say you.
Oh, she's going down. You do not diss the penguins.
13.
Oh. It'd be your spell DC.
Yeah, you're fucked. Okay, so you suddenly notice, Tux, that you just sort of stop. You can't seem to move anymore. You have effectively been paralyzed, so to speak.
Okay.
So you're allowed to keep making wisdom saving throws at the end of your turns. Not this turn, obviously, but you are effectively paralyzed right now. The things of which are in the player's handbook, I believe. Hold on, let me just double check that that's the only.
You said paralyzed?
Yeah. Yes, you are incapacitated. You can't move or speak. But
yeah,
this is on
an
wisdom.
incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. That's the only.
Any attack rolls against this creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Ow.
So, and she is then going to... Ah, she sees no threat anymore, actually. She's just going to remain seated. It is Thorin's turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I run upright, do like double movement and run upright?
Are you talking about for your special ability movement?
Well, no. As just like... So, yeah, I guess, kind of. I'm a little... Because there's the whole running...
So you have two things as a bear. You can run for 3 turns, you can give yourself the ability where you run on all 4s, and that basically gives you that speed. Or you can use your normal movement and running as like the player's handbook states, and that comes off of your normal movement.
Okay, one last question. If I'm running like on all 4, can I still use weapons? Like, can I stand up and hit
It's your
something?
special ability. You're well versed in that. It's like you're charging around like a bear. So you're going and then like raising up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the all 4s running.
Okay, all 4s running.
There. And then I'm gonna try something.
She's like, oh, there!
You never know. I'm going to cast sleep.
You're gonna cast sleep.
I'm gonna try.
Please tell me this is gonna. You're gonna get crits on the sleep die, and you're just gonna fuck this whole boss fight.
Ooh.
18 points. That's not enough. Because I have 40. I have 42, and I'm a barbarian.
Yeah.
That's 4th level.
It seemingly has no effect.
Yeah. Okay.
No. You rolled 2 1s during that, by the way.
I know.
You're well versed in magic. Looking at her, you don't think it would have affected anyway.
Is she half elven or something?
Okay. I don't think I have anything else.
I don't know, Zip. You can't see her.
Okay. This one's.
Yep. Zip, it's your turn.
Okay. Seeing my brother be paralyzed, for just walking into that room and him firing a crossbow, that's bad. So I'm going to rage.
Okay.
So and just start.
It's a penguin.
I got a sword of sharpness out, and I'm just like, going, and I'm going to go in, and that, by the way, that activates my storm aura.
Yep.
Of tundra.
Yep.
My tundra aura, which grants me
2 bonus hit points, I think.
Yeah, when this effect is activated, each creature of your choice in your aura gains 2 temporary hit points. As icy spirits endure suffering, the temporary hit points increase at 4th level. Or what am I at? I'm at 4th. Okay, then it is only 2. So yeah, and that's a 10-foot area around me. And does that travel with me? I'm assuming it travels with me. So I'm going to just say this out, blanket. Any of my allies will receive that, but nobody else will.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and then I'm going to, as the bonus action rage, I think is what that means, or is it action rage? I think it's
bonus
Rage
action.
bonus.
Yeah, bonus action. So I'm using a bonus action to rage, then I'm going to charge into the room.
Okay.
So that's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then I'm going to use the rest. I'm going to use another action, my action, let's just double check this.
Okay, no one else other than you is in range of this, of the healing, by the way, but just letting you know right now.
Well, it happens whenever it happens just when they enter the aura. It stays with me. So if they get within 10 feet of me, they will receive the 2 bonus HP anyways. That's how I'm reading it. Because it says,
yeah. If they move into the aura, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know you've gone past where it would be affecting your brother and such.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm using my other action, or using my actual action to then. Yeah, just 5, 10. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go right up to the queen, get right up in her grill.
Okay. She's up in you're up in her grill. Is that it?
Yep. I can't do anything else.
Yep.
But I am raged, and I do have do have my aura up.
Yep. I've got a bear blocking the door.
You do indeed. And he is a large creature, and you are a small creature.
Yes. So I can't actually go on the square behind him, but I can do that, and I can hide.
Wait, as a small creature, shouldn't you be... I think you can pass through a large creature, right?
Only if he's got the movement to get past 2 squares.
I haven't. Not unless I could double run, but there'd be no point. I'd just be in the middle of the room by then.
Well, you could get cover behind one of the braziers. You are a small one.
I would go there. And then I would hide, because I have the option to do that.
Yep. Use your roguish or whatever it is.
Bonus action hide. He would need to make a stealth check.
Yep. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth.
Let's get into that. Fucking hell.
All right.
Okay.
I'm helping.
Yeah. You might think you're hidden.
That's not helpful. That's it. I'm done.
Tux. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Tux.
Come on, nat 20. Come on, Tux.
9.
You still seem to be paralyzed.
Like
Right, Tux.
mid crossbow reload, paralyzed.
Yeah. I imagine whenever I see paralyzed, I always imagine it that they can still move their eyes. Just nothing else. So there's like, you can just see the strain in his eyes, like, what the fuck is going on? Okay.
This is the slowest reload ever.
Just FYI, guys, I'm gonna have to drop like dead on 11 because I've got a flight to take tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be able to go late.
That's fine.
Okay.
So someone can take over at that point for me.
You might be able to get through this in that time. You never know. Or we'll all die.
If the Halloween stream is anything to go by, we will all die. Well, because she's going to do a spell, and a red dragon's going to appear out of nowhere and just obliterate this in one hit.
I don't think so. She is, however, facing it's a large penguin, large for a penguin, right in front of her. So she is going to attack with her staff.
An enraged
13.
penguin.
That's a miss.
A ravage.
And she's going to go again.
That's
14. Well, seeing that she misses... oh
an armor
God.
class of 19.
Yeah, I know, but I have a +8 to hit. So those are fucking awful. Okay, she misses. She whiffs both times with her frost staff.
She misses so badly, she punches the microphone.
Yeah, Mitch's so frustrated he hits his own microphone.
Yep, yeah, I am. She is going to turn her attention to Finn, who thinks he's hidden.
No, I'm not.
But you're not. She noticed you trying to hide there, and she's gonna hit you with. You do get half cover though from where you are to her.
Plus 2 to AC, right?
Yeah. So you get +2 to AC here. I nat 1. She misses.
You natty 1 on that Ray of Frost.
Also, that is not calculating correctly, I don't think.
That is not calculating correctly, but you still rolled a natural 1 on that to hit, so.
And
Okay.
that's her turn. Thorin.
Thorin, get in there! Kick her butt!
Yeah, I'm gonna continue my
Get
running
in
on
there!
all.
Fight!
And yeah, I'm gonna. One sec. I need to get my sheet back up. It disappeared. Right. Let's make sure I do this right.
Oh, I know why that's not calculating properly. Yeah. It's because she's got slightly weird things to her sheet. That's fine.
Right. Okay. So 35 feet.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attempt to cave her skull in.
Okay, go for it. You hit me with your best shot. That hits.
24. And then I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, and then I'm also going to expend one of my spell slots using divine.
Yep. Cool. So that's 10 bludgeoning, 13 bludgeoning, 10 thunder.
And 2d8.
2d8.
I realize I haven't actually rolled an attack this entire
12.
session.
Neither have I.
What damage type's that?
It is. Yes. And then is she either a fiend or an undead?
She is neither.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I also have a question about this Arctic Wrath. Is that an action to start?
It's an action, I believe.
Okay, because it doesn't say.
Does it not? I do apologize.
I mean, I can look it up in the rulebook.
Yeah, look it up. Give it a look up. I did make these characters actually very late at night at one point, so. But if there's nothing else,
Wait, that's a class thing, right?
yeah.
Where did you get this class from? Because I don't have that rulebook.
Oh, it'll be on the wiki.
Okay.
If
All
that's that's a bonus action, I'll let you retroactively put it in later. But we'll continue with Zip's turn.
All right. I'm raged.
Yep, you are.
Yes, I am.
You are.
So what I'm going to do is double check one thing. Okay, bonus action. or is it a bonus action? I think it is. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm going to redo the Storm Aura, like keep it up, which then affects Thorin, so you have +2 temporary HP, as well as me. So just make note of that. And I'm going to attack the woman with a reckless attack. So I gain advantage on this.
But she gets advantage on you next time.
If she attacks me. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go there, so I'm flanking her. Because Theron's there. So that would...
Yep, that's fine.
That will...
You already gave yourself advantage from Reckless.
No, this is for her next attack. Because now I have 2 advantages. And when she attacks, she'll have only 1 advantage, 1 disadvantage, which will equate to a normal roll.
Clever.
And now I'm going... Yes, clever girl. And I'm going to hit the Ice Queen.
Give it a try.
Whatever. 25.
Good hit.
Minus weapons damage die against target. When you attack an object with this magic sword and hit, attack a creature with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll. Okay, so I just maximize my damage rolls on this because I hit it with a creature. Okay, so if I maximize my damage die, that's 15. So I automatically did a 15.
Yeah, it automatically does it for you. I've got it set out.
Oh.
What?
Oh, nicely done, sir.
15 damage. I don't get a second attack, do I? As this level of barbarian. No, I do not.
Not unless you've got some weird bullshittery. It's not till like level 7 that you get multi-attack, so...
That is true. And I already used my bonus action for that. Everything. Okay, I'm good. That's the end of my turn.
Which wiki did you use? Because I can't find it.
Hold on, let me get out.
Why don't we just we're getting close to the end of when one of our players can get here. Why don't we kind of roll through and
we can keep going.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so it is Finn's turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
What's the skill called,
4,
Crit?
5.
Arctic Wrath.
Okay, I will use the Mr. Melter.
Yep, go for it.
Has a range of 20 feet, but it's a cone. I'd hit everyone, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Who doesn't mind getting...
Is that as far as you got?
Yes.
Is it as far as you could go?
Yeah,
Like
if I want to attack.
Extra...
It's a bonus action, Chris.
Okay.
If you could hit me if you want to.
Really?
You can get that cone in a way that it's not going to hit Thorin, but it'll hit me, and I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I'm at full health. I haven't taken any damage, and I have an extra
Big
2
fuck
HP.
off bear wearing plate on.
There you go then.
Just
Roll the damage. Just
Jesus.
So 25 damage.
It also works because I have Danger Sense, which means I have an advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells, if it's considered as.
Isn't that 38 fire damage?
No, you didn't crit.
You didn't crit.
It's 20.
Because that puts it in there because there was a crit on your advantage.
There's a crit on
In case you got advantage.
Right, okay, sorry. Sorry, apologies, yeah.
Yeah, so I have Danger Sense, so my dexterity save is at advantage.
Right.
Yep. For this, so I will make a dex save.
What's the DC? 10? She makes it. Yeah, you
take
make it as
half
well.
damage. So I'll take all my tempos down. I would go down.
Okay. You have anything else you're going to do, Finn?
Yes, I am then going to use my bonus action to do a stealth check and see if I can hide behind my big pal here.
Hide behind the bear. Okay, I'll allow it.
Where's me stealth?
17. 17, man.
17, sorry.
You think you're pretty well hidden?
She can see me wherever I go, can't she?
But you don't know that.
Okay. Tux.
Come on, Tux!
You can do it.
15.
Your paralysis ends.
Yay!
And I'll let you take your turn. It stipulates at the end of your turn to do the save, but I'm going to let you take your turn.
Aww.
Right.
Come on, Tux, finish
Move
it.
to here. And I'm going to hit the bitch with the hand crossbow. No! I'm going to use Vicious Mockery. Yeah,
Vicious Mockery?
Father was a Frenchman.
Hit me with a Vicious Mockery, then.
Oh. Oh.
One.
Oh no, didn't even take that.
Yeah, she giggles. You have anything else to do?
No.
Her turn.
No. I can quickly
Come on.
healing word zip and then I'll go.
Oh, yeah. Hit zip with a healing word.
There you go.
Nice. That was exactly all the damage I took after my temping.
Who
phase,
wants
so
who wants
back
to
up
take
full.
over playing Tux?
Yeah. I'll catch you later,
One of
guys.
the
And thank you
brothers.
very much, people on the stream as well.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Yep. See you later.
Oh, I mean, I
See you,
guess I
sorry.
will. He's a bard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll play it. I know bards.
Oh, my cameras are fucked up because there's not... Because someone's left the chat. Hey, Roach, while it's not your turn, can you make that sound bot join the chat just so it
I'd have to go. I'd have to go and find my tablet. I don't have it on me right now.
I'll see what I can do in a minute.
We're getting close to the end. It's not.
Yeah,
big
we've
of a
just
deal.
got to take down.
Yeah. It's gone a little bit longer than I thought it would. There's certain elements that took a little longer, but you can never judge these things. Okay. In players' journals. You are Thorin. Thorin. You should now have control of
Yep.
Tux as well. Hey,
Alright.
look at that. I'm running. Right, it's Frostbeak's turn.
Come on, Frosty. Give us your best shot.
Oh well, I just wanted. Are you gonna? Do you want me to? Because I was gonna use Arctic Wrath, so everyone just has
do you
to
wanna quickly
roll a.
stipulate it?
Yeah, everyone just needs to roll a Constitution saving.
Everyone.
That is 30 within 35 feet of me.
Okay.
So everyone, yes.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Right.
You're right.
So
Tux needs to roll it too.
no, that was Tuck. Sorry, I forgot to change my name.
Got it.
Okay, I've sorted the
Okay. Now I just have to roll a d6. So everyone who failed the saving throw gets gets 2 cold.
What's the DC?
cold damage, did you say?
15.
15. I'm good.
I'm
Did
not.
you say cold damage?
Yeah.
Thank
She
you.
doesn't. She gets bonus, doesn't she?
She heals from it probably.
You notice that she
Is a
seems
frost
to
witch.
enjoy the cold. And you might think that it might have strengthened her ever so slightly.
Okay.
Well,
Oops.
it is now her turn.
It is. And she is first. She's determined to hit this small penguin to her left. She's
She has
gonna.
a flat roll because she's at disadvantage because she's flanked, but she has
I know.
advantage because she's
17.
doesn't hit.
Okay.
She swings again.
And
Doesn't
14.
hit.
Okay.
I have a
Seeing
19
that she's-
AC, Midge. You made the character.
Yeah, I know. She sees that she's getting nowhere with this, and she is going to. You notice her cast something, and you see her suddenly kind of join with the ice of the room.
I'm just gonna point out, Mitch, that if she's casting, is it in any way an attack roll?
It's a lair ability.
A lair ability, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because she's in melee, so if she's doing an attack roll with magic, then she automatically has a disadvantage.
Yeah, this is a lair ability, and she forms with the wall, but like she sinks into the ice of her chair, and then the wall behind her, and then you see her slightly rise up, and then you notice she's on the ceiling, and before you know it, she's on the other side of the room.
Does this incur attack of opportunity as she leaves my area of influence?
It specifically states that it doesn't, so I do apologize. But she's over here now.
Apologize.
And also at this time, I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw. You notice as she hits the as she rises up, there's a low level of like thick fog along the bottom of the room, and Thorin, you take.
Wait, I have to roll for talk.
Oh yeah.
Constitution, right?
Yeah.
14.
You take.
Oh.
Well, no, I need to stipulate that the first 7 is cold damage, and the next, and then the 6 is what's it? Toxic damage, poison damage.
Poison damage.
Poison damage. That's the one. So if you've got any immunities there.
Poison and cold, you said?
Yeah. 7 for cold. Then 8 for poison. 6 for poison.
What's the minimum save?
It was only Thorin that took it.
Oh.
Yeah.
This doesn't count as disease, does it?
No.
Okay. Alright. My turn?
Your turn.
It is indeed your turn.
With the last of my sprint ability.
Boom.
Oh, you just got in my way.
Yep, and mine.
Yeah, well.
Don't worry, I can get down the side. I'm good.
I have no range.
And then crush.
Yep,
I mean, smash.
Oh, that very much hits.
And then I'm gonna use my last spell slot to divine smite.
Go for it.
Six.
She's very much bloodied right now.
Awesome.
You whacked her good. Who knew the fucking 9-foot bear would do so much damage to a small ice woman?
Zip, do this.
Oh god.
Wait, is lay on hands a bonus action? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, then I'm gonna lay on hands and give myself 9 hit points.
9?
Out of
Dumped it all.
I have because it's 5 times your paladin level, so I have 25 hit points to give myself.
Hit points.
And I'm giving myself 9.
10, 20.
I need to relook at something for Isaac, because his lay on hands only does his level in hit points.
Yeah, I might want to double check that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're there now. Go through. I'm going to. I'm not going to re-up Stormora. What I'm going to do. I think actually I can only do Storm Aura as a bonus action. I don't think I have any other bonus action available.
You do as a penguin.
Oh, Sharp Beak. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to hit her with a relentless attack again.
Yep. Go for it.
Sharpness, 24.
Hits.
Right. Keep getting close. If I can get a natural 20, that'd be so great. And that's 15 damage straight up. And then Sharp
You
Beak.
think?
I think. Well, this is a magic weapon.
Yep.
Sword of Sharpness is magic, so that's
Yep,
not.
I know.
Okay. Sword of Sharpness, or not Sword of Sharp Beak. Now I wonder, does this also come with the relentless attack? Or no, it's only a single attack. It's only a single attack, if I recall my D&D rules. So, Sharp Beak, 16. Where's his AC?
Does not hit.
Does not.
And if you end
Alright.
your turn, and then I need a Constitution.
Is that
I
from
need a
everyone?
Constitution saving throw.
No, just zip, because it's at the end of their.
Yeah, so should the Ice Queen should have taken one as well.
No, she didn't end her turn within.
She didn't
20
end her
feet of me.
turn there. No, it's ending.
Ah,
turn.
yeah, sorry, yeah, because he moved to her
12.
with it.
Yeah, 12.
4 cold damage.
I'm fine. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Finn.
Boom. And
Okay.
I will use the Flametron 500.
Okay.
And I will angle it so it doesn't hit anyone.
You're using a ranged attack in close combat, so this is going to be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. In which case, I will go with my Sharp Beak.
Okay, that's a bonus action attack.
Yep,
Go for it.
Don't you have a short sword?
I do. But I can take my bonus action whichever order I want, can't I?
Yep.
So, there you go.
Does not hit.
Damn it.
That hits.
That
25.
that does.
That's a crit. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
What do you mean that's not good?
We just went, that's a crit, thank you.
That's a crit,
Thank you.
I've just noticed how much power you have as a DM just by things you accidentally say. It's great.
So that's 11, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
It's as far as you're aware.
Great.
All right. Tux's turn. Well,
Oh,
yeah, because you
right.
use your bonus action to use your beak. You can't use your.
Yeah.
Or no, you have a cunning action. No, the rogue is a cunning action. Is separate from the bonus action. If you're a rogue, cunning action is separate from a bonus action. Or no, it's. I'm
not sure it is.
I'm mixing myself
I think
up.
it is for certain types of rogue, but I'm not sure it is for all of them.
No.
Look it up.
So it's Tux's turn.
Yes, it's Tux's
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, he's gonna move up and use his scimitar, which has advantage, right? Because she's flanked.
Yes, she's flanked currently.
No, I've got cunning action. but it's-
23.
Yeah, I use this
23
bonus
hits.
action to dash, disengage, or hide. That's all.
Got it. Yeah.
That hits. Yep.
Yeah.
9. Thank you.
And then Sharp Beak as a. Wait, let me just look at his spells real quick.
He could do inspiration, I think. For no bonus, that's a normal action.
No, inspiration
Inspiration's a bonus action.
bonus action. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go. Nope. Wait, 21.
21, because he has a.
That hits. Roll it.
Because 4.
Okay. That's your turn. It is the Frost Witch's turn. She is going to see that she's been getting nowhere with the larger of the penguins, and instead she's going to hit the one that managed to get her with a short sword to her left.
Funny
And,
enough, if she had attacked me, she would have actually got advantage because she's not flanked attacking me.
Thank you for telling me that. She has 2 attacks.
Just saying. That's meta knowledge. But yeah, if she attacks anyone, if she attacks the other
23.
penguins, she has disadvantage on the other penguins.
Ouch.
That's what you think.
Well, does she have advantage for anything else?
She has it on her weapon because she's versus a small creature currently.
So that's minus 17. Nice.
So
Wait. No, I'm going to use my channel divinity for rebuke the violent.
okay.
She has to make a wisdom saving throw. And I take the damage instead of whoever just got hit.
Finn.
Okay. What's the DC on the wisdom saving throw?
I'm guessing it's my spell DC.
It would be.
Yeah.
Okay, then she takes half the damage she dealt.
What? But she got a 19.
Yeah,
Then she takes half the damage.
on a successful save, she takes half.
Well, instead of all of it.
Yeah, because she would. Okay, sorry. On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage dealt. On a successful save, it takes
Okay,
half
so
as much.
radiant damage. No worries.
Yeah.
So half of that.
So she does. Okay. So you get hit, by the way, with this, and you notice something funny, Finn.
Oh wait, this is. Oh wait.
Oh no, sorry. This hit Thorin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this hit me.
Okay, so she swings for the thing, but there's swings for the penguin, but feels something otherwise, and just turns and pummels her staff into the large bear, and the bear you start to feel something weird. So you take obviously the 8 bludgeoning, but then the 9 cold damage there. But there's also something else happening, and
Wait, do I have to take the cold damage if I'm resistant? Is this like some magic bolt?
you take half. You take half.
Yeah.
If you're
Okay.
resistant. I don't know all of your resistances. Don't. Okay, so you are hit by
You round
this.
up or round down?
Round down.
You round down. It's in the favor of
Okay.
of whoever is taking the effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
in D&D.
Just wanted to make
You're
sure.
hit by this, which is called Icy Tomb. The creature has become petrified by the ice for 1 minute. You now you need to make a Constitution saving throw on a DC of 16. On a failure, you take 2d6 cold damage at the end of your turn. The block of ice around you has AC 12 and 30 hit points.
Uh-huh.
You're encased in ice, essentially.
Also, I forgot. Everyone has to. I need to do a Constitution save for Tuck. Wait, does he have cold resistance? Oh, yeah. Okay.
She's going to move with her lair ability.
Again.
Yep. Gets that once per turn.
So at the end of her turn.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Thorin, your turn.
He's blocked
You
in
are
ice,
in-
though.
You're encased in ice.
So Constitution save,
It's
right?
well, it's like your lower half is encased in ice. You can take your turn. You can use to like try and melee attack it and break the ice. It's if you end your turn.
Right.
Actually, in the
So if you
effect, it
manage
says
to
at the
break the
start.
ice before
Oh,
the
is
end
it
of your
the
turn.
start? Okay, sorry. Make the Constitution saving throw then. Sorry, my bad.
8.
8. You take 2d6 cold. Let me roll that for you.
Which will be halved for you because you're a creature that likes cold, so you take 4. But you can still,
Right.
if you need to, Thorin, you can just attack the ice.
Right, which was.
and-
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and. This is gonna hurt me, isn't it?
I think, well, if you're just targeting the ice block, you hit it.
Zip, stay to her
DC.
left. I want to hit her with a ranged attack.
You do not take the bludgeoning damage, but I will say you take half the thunder damage as it transfers through the stuff that is essentially frozen water.
And the ice is gone, right?
The ice is definitely gone. Exactly the right amount of damage you did there.
Okay.
You take You take 8 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Thunder damage.
And that would probably be the end of your turn. Well, actually, he can still.
Still got his movement.
He's still got your movement. Don't worry,
And-
keep it above her.
Oh man.
And do I have my bonus action? I don't know how.
There are limited avenues to get in there.
Yeah,
You do.
Midge, do I have? I do. Okay, then I'm going to give myself the last 11 of my hit.
Yep. Okay.
Is that at the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Zip to go.
Alright, Zip is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25. Reckless attack on her.
Yep. Yep.
$18.
That hits.
Alright. 15
Yep.
damage to her. And then I am going to... Is she looking at me?
Yes, because she is the direction of the wall. She's just
How badly damaged does she look after that hit?
she's getting close to death's door.
That's door. Okay, then I'm gonna hit her with a sharp peak. With
Yeah, do it.
advantage.
Yep.
24.
You hit.
I'm rolling a lot of 17s with this sharp, but nothing
You are.
really good.
Well, that's good.
7 piercing damage.
Thank you. Is that your turn?
And that would be it. Yes.
Finn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go.
Oh wait. Zip, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. 23.
Is that a hit?
I think that.
It's a hit.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
you made
good.
it.
Yeah.
4 piercing.
Okay.
Ah,
I think that's
No,
a hit.
it's just that's
No.
that's just standard, isn't it?
you don't have advantage.
Ah,
You're not
me.
flanking. So that is not a hit. That's a miss.
It is not a hit.
Alright, now I need to do a
You don't
DC
take the
thing.
penguin headbutt. Huh?
Do I need to do a saving throw for DC?
Yeah, you do.
Tux's turn.
Constitution saving throw.
Your con 18.
yeah, you-
Makes
Gone.
Um,
Buried alive. Buried alive.
Get in there, Tux.
Scimitar.
Yep.
12.
Does not hit.
Damn it.
Beat.
Does not hit.
No. Well, shit.
Frost, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, half of 1 is 0, right?
It would just,
Oh, wait,
it defaults at the
it
lower
goes
end
to-
is 1.
Okay, she is gonna cast Ice Storm.
She's
Ice
casting a hostile spell while in melee. She takes disadvantage on this, or we get advantage on it if it's a thing that we have to stay.
DC 35?
Yep, this is one of the lair abilities.
Oh, it's a layer ability. Okay, never mind. That doesn't
Yeah.
matter then.
Um,
Deck save. I have advantage because it's a hostile thing that
Yep.
she's doing. 22, which is an
you,
auto.
that's a
success.
crit, so that's an auto success.
Yep.
That's
Cool.
11 for Thorn.
Okay.
23.
22 for Tux.
You guys don't get advantage. Well, no, you guys don't get advantage though. You don't have danger sense.
Damn it.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
a...
no.
Oh, lay
Even
ability,
though all
right.
three of you critted on your fucking what's it called? Advantage
check.
there.
Yeah.
Well-
all of them were on the advantage side, and the only person there that gets advantage is Zip with his danger sense. So Zip, you take half damage. Everyone else, you take the full damage unless that doesn't apply to you, which is the 12 bludgeoning and the 13 cold. If
So
cold
I take
is resist,
6 bludgeoning.
So cold resistance.
gives you half damage on that damage type.
So I already have half damage because of the danger sense succeeding. That means I cut it by a fourth of that. So I take
half and then half again.
4 damage, 4 cold damage out of that.
Yeah.
So is that 6 or 5 cold damage from me?
That would be 6.
6.
It's in favor of whoever's receiving. Whoever's on the receiving end of something, it's in favor of that in DBD.
Yeah. So 0.5s go down basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.5s are always down,
okay.
always rounds down.
And then she's gonna make an attack on Finn. (14) versus AC.
Rival.
Sorry, I
Forgot your character name then.
Yeah. So AC, I'm 15 armor class.
Oh, you survived that. And then what about this hit? Haha, 25 versus AC. Pretty sure that hits you.
Okay, yes it does. And I
you have been
get...
encased in an icy tomb. You take the 5 bludgeoning plus the 7 cold damage resistances. Work it out yourself.
Yeah.
But you are now also encased in the icy tomb thingy. That's half of your body. And she is going to end her turn. Does she need to make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, she does.
Okay, I have 7 hit points now. I was at 35.
He's still alive though.
Just about.
Yeah.
What's the DC on this? Well, she got a 6.
Not sick.
But this is going to be a bad thing because she's taking cold damage that she heals with. She heals 1 HP apparently.
It's Thorn's turn?
Yes.
What? How much cold damage does she take? 1.
Yeah, 1.
Okay, yeah, it's
Thorin.
Thorin's turn.
Crack her over the skull.
Yeah, the bone of the thunder god to
To the face.
That's a hit. That fucking weapon. Okay. Do you have any more smites to do?
No. No, I don't. I'm trying to see if I have anything else
So Mitch, that 1 cold damage that you took that healed her, make sure that she's alive right now. Is that what it is? She's at 1 HP.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can someone please kill this guy?
I don't have a paw attack or anything, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Well, I'll take glory then.
Unless I can like unarmed strike. Can I like
did your
unarmed
light
strike
just fall down?
as a
No,
bonus
the
action?
piping for my air conditioning unit did.
Can you punch as a bonus action?
That would be
Is that
an
a
attack,
thing?
so.
Not unless you're a monk.
Okay, didn't think so.
Is your house falling apart, Mitch? Because I just saw you react like things were falling down from behind you.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna hit her with a reckless attack.
Do it.
God damn it, hit.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Crit!
So
Crit
how
on the
do you-
sword of sharpness. So short.
Okay, the sword of sharpness. Crit goes through, and you just you bring an attack so recklessly down. It hits clean through the body, and if anyone was made of meat, you'd expect them to like peel like a banana and like be cleaved completely in twain. However, when you cut through her, a crack forms straight down the center of her, and light sorts to beam and emit out, sort of light that's like the auroras outside almost, and it beams and cracks, and then she shatters like glass everywhere. But the glass, when it hits your body, it just kind of dissipates into dust, and she is dead. And that is the end of combat. You are all out of combat.
Thank God.
After whatever time remains after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns of
You can drop
combat.
it, probably.
It doesn't. Yeah, it just says after.
You can drop it.
Okay.
If it doesn't stipulate in that rules, I'm stipulating it in my rules.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna drop.
So.
So we want to narrative the shit out of the end of this so that we can
Yes.
end it.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Alright.
So, as the shattering of the witch in front of you happens, the remaining doors in the chamber also sort of explode into this light. And from the smoke and haze crawls a small gnomish man, who you know to be Samuel TikTok. And he looks up to see his savior's 3 penguins that he very much knows and doesn't exactly say he's too happy to see, and a large bear that he doesn't. But Samuel TikTok looks up and... Well, I thought that it's about time you boys showed up. Brushes himself off. He's in a very... what looks like a tuxedo, and but he has also a mechanical arm that is in line with his arm, so it's like a tuxedo but with like an exoskeleton. I'm happy to see you guys. Maybe we should get out of here. And
never do that accent again.
I liked it. It was like a weak Sean Connery. I love.
Yeah, no, I was going for that sort of subtle Sean vibe to keep on our James Bond theme here. And you guys go up and you go back up with the rescued Samuel TikTok. And at the top there, Derek introduces himself. Samuel also speaks Yeti, and it seems in the part. Hello, everybody. How did it go? And it was he was overly ecstatic to see you. He's like, look what I caught. It seems that in the time that you guys, I think the robot managed to get the sleigh working and was flying towards the pole when it was intercepted by a Yeti, which continued to bring it to a landing. But luckily, the Yeti held on to it the entire time, and the sleigh looks to be undamaged. Apparently, this is yours. And you say your goodbyes to Derek, and you all climb into the sleigh and fly off back to Everfrost. This has been your I was about to say fucking Halloween. This has been your Christmas adventure with Midgeman. I hope you all enjoyed. Medals for all. Thank you.
Yay.
Oh my god, I love this bear so much.
Okay,
cool
everybody. For my channel, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you in the new year, because we're finished now, aren't we, guys?
Yes. Just on the normal note, we are now, this is for the podcast as well, I'll probably say this in a different version for the podcast, but we are breaking now until January 7th, did we say we're coming back?
I think so.
The week
Did
of,
we
the
decide
week of that.
Yeah.
We're so it'll be the second week of January, after New Year, we're planning on, it was whenever, because Utari's going on holiday right after New Year's.
It wouldn't be January 7th, it'd be January 9th. Because
9th, that's it. So 7th is something else. I can't remember quite on the dates. We'll have to get Utari to check that. We'll get back to you, but we'll be back in the new year. Have a lovely winter holiday, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. Have a lovely time off, because I know a lot of people get off school, get off work. If you haven't already and you're on any of the channels, great time to catch up on the podcast, because that'll be a good break for you to catch up on all the episodes. We're currently... the episodes on the podcast will still be releasing up until Christmas, with this, the podcast versions of this Christmas adventure coming out on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yay!
Or Christmas Day if it turns out to be one piece. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. It takes extra time to produce things. But yes, hope you've all enjoyed this adventure, and thank you to the guys for playing, and thank you for them for letting me DM something for once. This is the first time I've ever DM'd, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. However, you made it very hard for me to establish my fucking scene right at the beginning, but I loved it all the same. But anyway, anyone that's been watching on my end, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah.